Hello? Hello, hello. I'm back. For how long? Who knows? Enjoy me while you can, I guess. Hello, hello, hello. Hope everyone's doing well. Hello there. Hope everyone who had any post Thanksgiving food coma. Hope you're feeling better now. Mm-mm. Hello, hello. Mm-mm. Mikazuki, hello, thank you. George, hello. Mushroom Puppy, good morning, good morning. Dastardly Wanderer, hello, hello. Zaztix, hello. Mim, hello there, hello, hello. Kiyoshi, Kiyoshi Kira, hello, hello. Deathly Spirit Butterflies, hello. Soul Reaper, hello. K-Fairy, hello. Hamdi, hello, hello. Rona, hello, hello. So what has been going on is apparently there is a memory issue with my PC when I did like updated drivers, blah, 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 blah. The issue that they found was with the memory diagnostic was a, quote, memory hardware issue. It didn't exactly say what it was, but it said, contact the manufacturer. I've already replaced the RAM like a few months before, which is really odd because RAM sticks usually don't go bad. So I hope it's not my motherboard, because that would be, one, much more expensive, and two, a lot more annoying to replace, because then I'd have to unplug everything. So yeah. If anyone knows anything about a PC diagnostics, it's like, memory hardware issue. So that's, yeah. But after some restarts and everything, it seems relatively stable, I guess. So here we are. Shroom Husband does okay. Yeah, it didn't give me any specifics. It literally was just like, hardware issue. Contact manufacturer. And I'm like, I'm like, I guess I could send like this photo that I have of like, yeah, there's like a memory hardware issue causing some things. Please send more RAM, but I don't know. Sammer Jammer, hello. So it's pretty weird. Also, new video. I don't know if you saw that. I was literally working on the video 2 days ago, 2 or 3 days ago, and then like that's when some of the issues kind of started, and then at one point when I was trying to finish it up, it just died. It, like, the computer just shut off. So big oof. Just watch the video. Oh, nice, Suzume. Very good, very good. Let's see. Let's farm these. We don't have a lot of those. And since we get double, we might as well. Oh, is that Anirudh? Hello! Do 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 do. But I hope you all had a nice day yesterday. Mine was something. Mine was okay, I guess. Except for, you know, technical issues, which are very frustrating. Pew. 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 Hypothetically speaking, would Carry Llama deal more damage to Kinching in Hyper Bloom without Nahida? Carry Llama. Oh, in Hyper Bloom? In Hyper Bloom, she deals so much more damage than Kaching. Because you're building her with EM, and then like maybe crit and stuff, but your Electro character is going to be the one that's triggering Hyper Bloom, and you'd use Kuki Shinobu there, and you just go full EM on her. Unless you're trying to do full EM Kaching, and then their damage would be roughly the same. Kick. Oh, there's still more. There we go. Ooh. Regular kicks. You only stream on Twitch and YouTube. I'm on YouTube right now. Llama Ino instructor Fully Sucrose VV Baiju with Deepwood. And pew.
No more lies.
Pew. Oh, are you trying to wait? If you're trying to do Hyper Bloom, you wouldn't run Ino. For Lauma, you want her to be the only Nod Cry character in your team if you're doing Hyper Bloom. The reason you want that is when she's the only Nod Cry character, when she's in Nascent Gleam, which means there's only one, then you get a passive ability that increases the chance. It basically makes Hyper Bloom get a chance to crit, and it makes the crit damage 100%. So you get a 15% chance for your Hyper Blooms to crit, and then if they do crit, they deal double damage. So you don't want to run Ino because that's for Lunar Bloom damage, which she does very little of. Her only Lunar Bloom is the hold skill. The character that actually does Lunar Bloom damage is Nefer. Perry!
Slay Soju is jawsome. Happy Black Friday, late Thanksgiving.
So blessed. Thank you, Perry. Tier 2, 16 months? Amazing. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. And happy late Thanksgiving / Black Friday to you. Oh yeah. Very, very blessed. So if you wanted to do Hyper Bloom Lauma, I do Lauma, Jingcho, oh, Sucrose, yeah. You wouldn't want to do Sucrose there. If you want to run Bloom Lauma, I would replace Ino with Nilou and then Sucrose with like Jingzhou. And then you can keep Baiju on the team. And if you wanted to do Hyper Bloom, I do Lauma, Jingzhou, Kuki Shinobu, and then you could put Baiju there if you like as well.
Can't hide the truth.
By the way, I love your content. Thank you. Can you give me some tips? Usually when people ask, I just say get comfortable talking. Ooh, wow, that's pretty nice. Get comfortable talking to no one in particular. That's also pretty nice. Ooh, we might have decent artifacts today. Maybe. Why doesn't Flynn's and Llama Ino work together? They don't feel right. They do not work together because you can't get the Ascendant Gleam. You need at least one character that's not from Nod Cry to get Ascendant Gleam. So the most you could have in the team would be 3 of those characters. But the main reason they don't work together in the teams is because they are competing too much for the elemental application on the enemy. So Flynn's and Anefa want Hydro or Electro on the enemy, so they can maintain their the Thundercloud for their Lunar Charged, and then you want enough Bloom at the same time so that you can do enough Lunar Bloom.
Great-toothed Lord of the Sea,
for
thou
Lauma.
please gaze upon my champion for judgment and praise.
So what ends up happening is the Dendro ends up removing too much of the Hydro. So in a team like that, you could use all 3, but you need to swap Lauma so you at least get the Ascendant Gleam for Flynn so he can do his double mini burst rather than just a single hit. Never build update. Huh. Okay. Enka loading. Updated Nefer build. Oh, you have C1 Nefer. Very cool. This gives her extra EM, right? Or better EM multiplier. By 60% of her EM, this also boosted by Veil of Falsehood. Oh, that's pretty cool. Alright, let's see. 55, 303, 663 EM, EM crit damage. Nice circlet. 11 crit rate and some EM. Ooh, 2 HP rolls though. If that rolled EM and you had like 60 EM there too, oof. Be nice. That's a really nice goblet. Did you make that goblet? Did you craft that? Because that's really good. Sands is also very good. 56 EM, 21 crit damage. Very nice there. 514 EM. Yeah, overall stats are very nice. Very, very good. 10-8. Good stuff. Circlet and Goblet are crafted. Ooh. As Durin is quite flexible. Durin is very, very, very flexible, so that is very nice. You don't have to think as much with Durin, which is very good. The most you have to think about with Durin is like, oh, do I want to use the AoE playstyle or the single target playstyle, and do I fit another Hexadai character in the team or not? That's about it. Or do I just leave him to be off field on his own? Jazzwant, hello. Is Durin a flex slot? Durin is a very, very flexible character. He's a very, very versatile character. He is a lot less restricted than a lot of other characters they have been bringing out recently, and his damage is also quite good. Level D, a feather today. Ooh, looks beautiful. Yeah, very nice. Oh, well, one thing I will say is I think your Nefer deserves to be level 90, or at least level 89. And I think that's probably it. And then if you want, you can level her burst. I don't know how often you end up using it. I might use it once per rotation because I don't have a lot of energy recharge on Nefer, but I would probably get it to 9 while we've got the double talent book drop rate going on. But other than that, I mean, the stats are gorgeous. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Durin or Shalonen. I would recommend Durin for most people, unless you're specifically trying to get Shalonen for Mawika. And she does pretty well there, and she is just generally a very nice character. Her support capabilities are stronger in terms of buffing, but she does basically no damage. And if you can have a team where everyone is doing damage and you're also getting decent buffs, you definitely want to go with that over one character that's just like hyper buffing and doing no other damage. That's kind of one of the reasons why Escoffier is so strong, is because she actually does some pretty okay damage off field and heals and gives you the insane like hydro and cryo resistant shred. Durin is almost like that, but to a lesser extent. His resistant shred is not as strong, but his damage is quite good, and the fact that he is not team locked to a specific archetype makes him really useful. Nefer Premium Team. No others do you recommend Durin for Abyss clears? I kind of do, and here's why. One of the other very unique things about Durin is if you have him in the right setups, he can be a character that is actually your on-field damage dealer. The right setups would mean that you would want someone like Bennett, and so if you had C6 Bennett with him, he ends up working really, really well because he's just an on-field damage dealer at that point. And then you can just spam his normal attacks, which gets Pyro Infusion, plus you get the extra damage bonus from Bennett C6 as well. And his charge attack is pretty fast, so you can do like a lot of charge attack spam things with him. You're here. I'm here. Hello, Cat-like. Yeah, we had a let's see, Unseen Razor. Does this have an achievement? My PC has some weird memory issue. It's like there's a hardware memory issue, and I'm like, So yeah, I don't know exactly what's going on. Sword Seeker. But I'm here, at least for a little bit. He has a big multiplier and charge attacks. They're also quite fast. Boop. So that's nice. Swordfish 2, I guess I don't. Okay. Complete the fall version hit like object is found and given and lawn. Okay. 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 Defeat version, follow-up version. Oh, okay. So this is random. AR dependent rewards, complete follow-up version grants, sword seeker. Defeat all opponents, search the camp, talk to lawn. Is there a way I can force this? I wonder if there's a way I can like force the version I want. It's probably just gonna be random. My internet's frustrating. Weak today. Sharks and me stuttering on my end. Oh no! It takes too many books. She doesn't even do anything with being level 90. Hello, Lon. What's wrong? Hilly Trail shooters are congregated in Minagwili Plains. What does the sword mean to these hilly churls? Defeat all opponents. Okay. This doesn't seem like it. Hilly Churl version is Gwili Plains. Okay. The follow-up one is when we have to search the camp. Okay. So we probably don't need to do a lot of searching. Do do do. Do do. Do 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 do. Some opera flowers hanging out over there. Aha. We got you trying to be sneaky up on this pillar. Ow. Big overload. Let me knock you off real quick.
Leave this place.
Diana. I know. You get your healing on. You need some health. Well, no camp to search here, so that wasn't the one we needed. They say anything about Mondstadt Chronicles? No, no mention of Mondstadt Chronicles. Just Venti rerun. Although in a little bit of a way, we are getting a... there's rumors that one of the rewards that we can get is like... I forget when this happens, but it's like Sucrose, Razor, or Fischl as like a free character selector. I don't know if that's this version or if that might come out next version, because they didn't mention that. We're just getting a new bow as the free 4-star. That might come out next version, or that might be something you get if you complete all the hex quests. Are you on roll? Of course, Sammer. Of course, of course. 3! It's time for a Chronicles after all. I think the Chronicles be in the... I don't think it'll be in the version afterwards in 6.3. I think 6.4 with Lantern Rite is going to be when the Chronicle Wish happens. Because they give out more rewards during that period of time. And so it would make sense if they're going to do Chronicles so people are more incentivized to wish when they have more free wishes. They're like, ah, free wishes? I have so many pulls, I can get everything. And then they realize that, oh wait, maybe I can't. So I would guess the Chronicle would be coming in 6.4 if I had to guess on when it was going to happen. Want some two healy churls? Bloop. Do you think just like Venti they'll give Zhongli a new weapon? If they give him buffs, yeah. If they end up giving Zhongli some buffs, I think he's gonna get a new weapon. I don't think there's any achievement for this one, right? Let's double check. Capsizing waves. Defeat the enemies. AR dependent rewards. Doesn't look like there's anything special here. Nope. Phew.
Our last lap.
Kick. Kick.
Protect.
It all adds up.
Kick. There they are. My arrowheads. Ow. Current team is Jingcho, Xiangling, Beidou, Sucrose, day 28 of playing Genshin. Oh, okay. That's actually not bad at all. Those are some pretty good 4 stars. So a character I would recommend going for you, Sticks, I would say Durin in the upcoming version update. He'd be really nice for you. Because then you could do, you could use Xiangling, Jingcho, and Sucrose, and then in the last slot, if you wanted to run Beidou, you could put her, or you could put Xiangling, which would also be quite nice. Pew. And then you'll have a really, really solid team for a long time. And then the only thing you'd need to like do or replace is eventually get Bennett, and then use him, and that's really all. You're in Beidou main. A Beidou main player, very cool. Beidou's normal attack string takes so long to come out. Her first 2 attacks are relatively fast, and then the other ones just take forever. She has to do a big wind-up baseball swing. That Pyromage is dumb? Yup, very dumb. And we will exploit its dumbness. Woo! Varessa Lover, hello! I also appreciate Varessa. Nice to meet you. Oh. I could have jumped there. Dun dun dun. Whee! Gingerly fall onto this. Will we finally get a new updated character build video from Shark? Maybe. Maybe. Alright, Puldurin was considering him from your new video. Yeah, he's gonna be a really good character. And he can work as a damage dealer for you, like on field, but also he's gonna be a good off-field damage dealer. And depending on characters you want in the future, because of how versatile he is, he could be easily transitioned to an off-field sub-damage dealer too. With Bennett, I know. Virgin Lauma. Yes, indeed. Oh, that wasn't trapped? Virgin Llama, like my Virgin Dea. Can she run on water? Nope. Okay. Didn't think so. Psyker for people with already good teams. It depends on what teams you already have. If you already have Malwika, then Durin is kind of a side grade. Unless, of course, you want to use just not Malwika everywhere. And then in that case, it's like, yeah, maybe just use Durin. Pink Diamond, hello! What he is really nice for is if you have older characters that you want buffs for, like if you want Clemone or Razor and you want to run them, running Durin with those characters feels a lot better. He's really good for older characters and overloaded teams. Pew. 70 pity guarantee. I'll get Durin immediate. Wow. Yup. Very cool. Very cool. Pew. Well, I hope along the way you at least get a good 4-star.
No more lies.
Pew. I don't think I have very high pity. Pew. I'd like some Yehuda copies. I wonder how many.
It all adds up.
You block too much.
Leave this place.
Can you tell me what teams would be good with my Ito? Yeah, Ito wants generally,
No more lies.
he wants characters that increase his defense, and he typically runs in like Mono Geo. So, like, characters that would be good with him would be Goro, especially C6 Goro. If you don't have C6 Goro, but you had Shalonen, you could do Ito Shalonen and then 2 other characters like Ito Shalonen, Farina, and kind of like any good off-field Pyro, Cryo, Hydro, or Electro. You could run Nefa, you could run Durin, you could even run Bennett, because Ito does get attack from his abilities too. So those are generally what you want to run. But there's a few different teams. You want to focus on characters that give you buffs. Ito doesn't necessarily need the attack buffs, even though he does actually scale with attack. His abilities just give him a lot of attack. He just scales better with defense. So like Goro with him is really nice. Chris, hello. Did you grow up with Nickelodeon? Some of it, yeah. I didn't watch too much of it. Yunjin's good with him. Yunjin buffs normal attacks, and Ito's stuff is charge attacks. So they don't really work that well together. You have Farina too, but no team for her. Ooh, interesting. Farina works well in a lot of different teams. It comes from Steins Gate, MC Sister. It is from Steins Gate. It is Mayuri, or Mayushi, as she decided to nickname herself. The much better Mayuri. Much better than Bleach Mayuri. Have you watched Aria Monsters? Yes, I have. I feel like that was kind of a fever dream because I don't really remember too much. I remember the thing that, like, it was a face and it had tiny arms and the arms held up 2 eyeballs and was constantly like getting knocked around and dropping its eyeballs because it only held them in its hands. What about Rugrats? Yes. Jim Henson's Muppet Babies.
Thank you for completing.
I may have seen that. I don't remember that one. The show sounds familiar. DK, hello. Only Sourpuss with Sailor Moon characters. I have seen similar things, which who knows. Tiny Toon Adventures, huh? Steven Spielberg presents Tiny Toon Adventures. That doesn't sound as familiar. That one I feel like would be a misremembering or like Mandela effect. I'm like, it's probably that, but I'm like, no, that was probably something else I was thinking. Because I do remember a show that was essentially like a lot of Looney Tunes characters, but they were like kid versions of them. So I think it was like Kid Tom and Jerry. And maybe like Kids Bugs Bunny, or like a kid, like young version of them. But I also feel like I'm just misremembering. You watch Looney Tunes? Yeah. That's Tiny Toon Adventures. Aha! Pretty happy to see you. Thank you, DK. Thank you, thank you.
This realm
I'm
is
too young for Muppet Babies, just right for OG Animaniacs. I do remember Animaniacs. I remember the country song. I remember that one, and then I remember, I remember something that I saw in a meme a few months ago, where it was like, this show was definitely not made for kids, and then one of them was like in a detective outfit, and like we gotta look for prints, and he had like a magnifying glass, and then like the detective coat and hat and everything. And then one of the other ones was like, I found him. And they're holding the singer Prince in their arms. And then the other one's like, no, fingerprints. And she looks at him and she's like, yeah, I don't think so. Didn't understand the joke. Went completely over my head. Haha, but now. Rocko's Modern Life. I do remember Rocko's Modern Life. Wasn't there the hypochondriac like tortoise? It's like you turn a page and you wash your hands. You turn a page and you wash your hands. I just remember that. I remember the hypochondriac tortoise. Home, home, home. Hello, Noah. Hello, hello. Garfield and Friends. I remember seeing a Garfield show that I think was just like stuff from the comic. Good riddance of holiday plans. Oh boy. Wild and Crazy Kids. I don't remember that. At first I thought you were talking about Rocket Power. I remember Rocket Power. And Nigel Thornberry from the... Wait, was that Wild and Crazy Kids? I thought that was just called the Thornberries. I remember them. What about Doug? I remember Doug. Those animals give meat? Yeah, if you have llama in the team, if you run up to them, they just run over and give you meat. Oh. Oh, there's a version satisfaction survey. Do we get to talk about all sorts of things? All of our things that we like and our displeasure? I would say unsatisfied. Let's see. Elegy for Faded Moonlight. Which one? Nation that doesn't exist. Let's say this here. You're a Nickelodeon Charlie Brown. I don't remember that, no. Robotech, Voltron, He-Man, G.I. Joe, Exo Squad, SWAT Cats. I remember seeing Voltron. It was never like... It wasn't like consistent, because it seemed like they would do one episode of a show, and then like later it would be a completely different episode in like a completely different part. It was like... It seemed like it jumped all over the place. But I do remember Voltron. I'm like, yeah, cat robots. When I was a kid, I ended up finding one or two of them at like a Salvation Army. I think I found the black cat and the red cat. And I was so happy. I was like, I just need the other cats now. I never found them. But I was really excited because they were regular cats, and then they also did like the transforming stuff too. You pulling for Durin? I am definitely leaning yes. I'm thinking so. It was about Millie Astro Wonderland. Ooh, hey dude. No, I don't remember that. The only real was that a live action one, Pink Diamond? It sounds like it was. I get the feeling it was. The only live action Nickelodeon show I really remember, they had Are You Afraid of the Dark? And then they also had they had, I think, a live action version of the Animorphs book series, at least for like the intro, like maybe part of the first book, which they never made more of, which might actually have been a good thing because that book series gets so dark. Salute Your Sharks was live action good too. Oh, I remember that one. That's that was the one where they had like they put the boxers and they ran them up the flagpole at the camp. That was like the intro, right? And they had there was one of the kids was named Donkey Lips, right? Summer camp? Yeah, I was like, what a terrible name. I'm sure he had an actual name on the show and like, yeah, we need to like I'm here for Steven, and everyone's like, who's Steven? And like, oh, do you mean Donkey Lips? Do. Thank you, Chaz. Do. Let's see. How satisfied are with you? Do. No. I'll put somewhat here. Do. I'll put neutral here. Oh, I got this one. I have heard of this event. My voice sounds pleasant here. Thank you, Sticks. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm gonna say aesthetic design, love it. Fluidity, yes. Clarity of information, I think pretty good. Exploration, with the rewards, with the time required, essentially the clarity of tutorial, sure. Primary device, PC. I love this one. This was my favorite one out of all of those. Dun. Where is? It's fun to see the Farazan doll just run continuously. I like the running. Farazan doll. That's basically it. How interesting did you find the? I think it was somewhat interesting. Wonder Pets. Nope. I don't remember Wonder Pets. Let's say somewhat difficult. What do you find particularly challenging? Timing required to swap is kind of annoying. Easy to make mistakes too. Oh, only up to 2? You love the dancing game, I hope you tell them. Oh, this one? I don't think this was a good one. Too difficult to obtain buffs. Trial characters aren't useful. I think it's probably that would be what I think most people would agree with. How interesting do you find this? I'll just say very boring. It wasn't really that new. How difficult? We'll say very difficult. You have any other comments? Oh boy. Where's my spreadsheet? Where's my Google Doc of all these things? Silly Astro, aka Roblox in black. Just Varka the Train. I don't think I've ever seen Thomas the Tank Engine in like an actual episode. There was my grandfather loved like little model trains, and so for Christmas he would always put out a little model train around the Christmas tree, and then he would usually have another small one set up somewhere. So he would take like a end table or like a nightstand somewhere, and he'd usually put up like a little very small like model train set, and then he'd put a larger one around the Christmas tree. And there was he would take me to like this train store that had like, I mean, it had like hobbyist like trains and stuff, so not anything I was into, but they had like Lego trains and other stuff. And then I think at one point they had like they just had like a, you know, like a TV in like a corner of a room, and it had Thomas the Tank Engine on at one point. And I remember looking at it, I'm like, this is kind of unsettling. I was still a young kid, but I was like, there's something about this that I don't like. Flaming Tiger, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Was Wonder Pets a Nickelodeon show? The one show on Nickelodeon that like I didn't really give a chance until much later, that I really should have, was Avatar: The Last Airbender. I was like, whatever. And mostly like I think a lot of the animated shows on Nickelodeon seem to go for things that were like kind of weird or gross, and I was like, it's not my jam, whatever. It's probably just gonna be a bunch of weird jokes. But man, it was so good. So good. Was featured heavily in Bullet Train, which I just watched yesterday. Pretty fun. Bullet Train. Bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. No 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 no. That makes me think of the song Bullet Train. Which is not LaRue. I forget who does Bullet Train. Which thing should we farm? Decorabian tomes? These things? I don't know if we need anything in particular. Maybe we do more mirrors. I think that's probably a good idea. What scared me was Courage the Cowardly Dog. Courage the Cowardly Dog was... I didn't find it, like, scary. It was just, like, unsettling. And the thing that I found the most unsettling was not what was happening, but it just, like, it felt like a bad dream. The whole show just felt like a dream. I'm like, get me out of here. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Because it reminded me, like, they're in the middle of nowhere. And I don't know, has anyone ever had Alice in Wonderland syndrome? Alia, hello. So I get this almost every time I get sick. And it even got to a point where like I could almost do this on command. But Alice in Wonderland syndrome is basically where your sense of spatial perception shrinks so it feels like the room is closing in on you. And then like it expands so it feels like whatever space you're in is 100 times the size that it is normally, and it just varies and like fluctuates in your sense of spatial perception. So that show like triggered a lot of that for me. When I would like look at their house and it's like zoomed out and there's nothing around it, or when there'd be like a weird like sub basement thing that's like under and it's super cramped, or they're in like their attic or something. Courage is unsettling. Pew. 250 condensed. Pew. And then, oh yes. You're low on plates. Plates. Pew.
Observe.
Do do do. Boop. Do 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 do. And she was like, chat over fever trips. Yeah, I saw something in the chat. I'm like, I don't know what's going on here. I was like, there is too much for me. Do 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 do. It's like, this is too much for my little shark brain. Oh, hey, friendship. Flynn's friendship. Very nice. Do 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 do. And the blackjack one, yeah. Do 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 do. You know what show which is also kind of weird and sometimes unsettling, but that I really liked was Adventure Time. Cause like, it was just kind of silly for the most part, and then there'd be stuff that would be unsettling. You're like, oh no, oh no, why did they do that? Like when the deer, it like stands up on its hind legs, and then it has its little hooves, and it takes its hooves off, and they're just like gloves, and it has tiny hands, and it's like wiggling its fingers, like I love Adventure Time. So wholesome. Adventure Time, I'm sure whatever the lore of Adventure Time is actually pretty horrific. It seems pretty bad. Oh no, thank you. Princess Bubblegum is Makima, Denji is Finn. Yeah. Princess Bubblegum is a little bit of a tyrant. Doo-doo-doo. Mew-doo-doo-doo. Just a little bit.
Time to check your posture and do a nice stretch.
Doo-doo-doo. Stretchy time. Moonlit dash. Increasing danger for the harbingers and bullseye. Alright. Let's stretch. Ooh, feels good. How's my yesterday? My yesterday was okay. Most of the morning was trying to resolve computer problems, which I don't think are actually resolved, but at least it's stable for now. There is according to the memory diagnostics, a hardware memory issue. And yeah. That's annoying. It's a contact your manufacturer.
Be silent.
And I replaced the RAM because we thought we had a similar issue a few months ago. And RAM sticks usually don't go very
Hydrate.
bad.
Don't be a fish out of water.
But when I replaced the RAM sticks, things seem to be fine. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's like something. It feels like there's something with the motherboard or something between like maybe the slot that it's in. And maybe there's something wrong with like the slot that's holding the memory. I don't know. Fossy's a ballad you might want to stock up on. Ballad, yeah. I think I do have a lot of ballad, but that is a good call. I do remember farming a lot of ballad and a lot of resistance before. Let's see, ballad. I'll be up further. Ballad. 10, 200. Oh, I don't have a lot. I have a lot of resistance. 375. I got 200 of those, so I have an okay amount of ballad, but I could use more. In fact, you know what? I think there is a probably decent, pretty good likelihood that I'm going to go for Durin, so we might as well... Nope, that's not the right one. We might as well go for some ballad. Might want to top off a little. Yeah. Something with the motherboard, that's bad, right? Yeah, if it's the motherboard, it'd be quite bad. If it's just a RAM, that's not a particularly expensive or difficult swap. If it's the motherboard, that's much worse. Not only because it's more expensive, but because I would have to swap out the motherboard and replace and like redo everything, essentially rebuild a new computer, and just take the components I have and put them in, which, you know, it won't take too long. It's just going to be a big annoyance if that's the case. Let's use pyro characters.
Archon reporting for battle.
Do 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 do. I guess you're really all I need. I want to use a shield though.
A walk would be nice.
Never, I know Yo-Yo. I know Yo-Yo never. For next slot, do you think Yulon would work or someone else would be better considering Kokomi, C2, Mona, or Fischl? I would put Yulon there. I think Yulon is her, like, out of everyone there, Yulon's own damage is definitely good enough. It's better than the other characters in terms of damage. And then, like, Yao is good enough as a healer. Or Kazuha. Yeah, the damage percent from Kazuha is not going to increase Nefer's damage. So I'd run Yulon there. And then I do Deepwood on Yao. Aino with Serenade. Nefer with Night of Sky's Unveiling. And yeah, I just probably keep Yulon on Emblem. Who's excited for upcoming guys? Me. I am very excited. I'm really excited to try and to do all the like witch homework quests. I think that's what I want to do first. Pew! Pew! Do, 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 do. Bloop. If future enemies might as well vape them all.
Burn it down.
Solidify.
Oh, wait for cooldown to come up.
Light it up.
Normal attack. You are in for a treat. Klee will also be the next character that I am going to get her consolation on. So grab her C1. Ooh, purple. Nice. I know, yeah. Klee Durin. Well, I guess we don't even need Fischl, but we probably want her on that team. So maybe... Do we even bring Chevreuse? Or would we just use... Would... If we didn't bring Bennett and just use Chevreuse instead... Is... that's interesting. Do we not bring Durin and bring Bennett and Chevreuse? Huh. Mona can be a healer. I've used Mona as a healer before.
Burn it down.
Ooh, and that actually makes a really interesting team comp. That could bring back Morgana in a very interesting way. And instead of trying to use Ganyu charge shots in between when things are going off, you just use Venti normal attacks.
Light it up.
That's kind of interesting.
Run the engines.
Need 4-star after the homework, right? Free 4-star selector. No, it's Sucrose, Razor, or Fischl. Most of the time, if you're trying to get the character with the best like hex buffs overall, you'd want Fischl just because she's at base a very good character, and then like the buffs that she gets are quite nice. Otherwise, like the order I would probably recommend people go for would be Fischl if you don't have her, then Sucrose, then Razor. Alternatively, there might be some cases where Sucrose would be better than Fischl for you if you don't have her. But I think that's generally what I would recommend for most people, especially like if people are newer to, because like Sucrose is nice when you're like a newer player, but she really doesn't come alive until much later, because she wants a lot of EM. She wants to be, she wants all of her passives unlocked. Kind of wants C1.
Light it up.
Whereas Fischl's like kind of just out of the box good. Out of the box very good because of her whatever her passive's called, Be Undone by Sinful Hex or whatever it's called. Her level 60 Ascension passive. Pew! Like if you pulled for Flynn's and don't have Sucrose, then you want her. Yeah, exactly. if you somehow have like Flynn's, Ino, and like a Nefa but no Sucrose, it's like, yeah, get Sucrose. Do 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 do. I have heard that too. I wish Yehoda didn't have to take so much time on field. She just has to linebacker run for so long. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. And I think I missed this, but isn't she an attack scaling healer? Or did I miss that? Is she an attack scaling healer? Or am I just making that up? Your new player only have Lauma and Mona. Ooh, nice. Okay. Can you tell me it would be best in 6.2 and 6.3? So what I would recommend first, Wild Nature. Fun clunkiness, and yeah, she's attack scaling. Okay. What I would recommend is not wish for anyone when the patch drops. I think the best character for you would be Durin, but I wouldn't wish on him right away. Wait a week and a half or so. We'll get more like beta test rumors about Columbina, and maybe she'll be someone that you'd want to pair Lauma with, maybe not, but I think the general safest bet for you is going to be Durin because of how versatile he is and the fact that you can run him with Lauma if you want, and like you can run Lauma Mona and just use like on-field Mona with Durin and Lauma, which actually be a quite strong team. So that I think is probably going to be your best for like overall versatility, account value, and like taking you for a very far, like a long place in the team. There's only been random rumors about Columbina, so right now she would have to be better than Durin, and it seems like she's going to be a lot more niche. So I wouldn't really recommend her, but we don't have any concrete info on her. It's just random stuff, so it's kind of hard to say. But generally Durin, but before you wish, wait like a week or so, just so we can have maybe a little bit more, a little bit better info on like what's actually going to happen with the substitute artifact for, or artifact, substitute Archon for this region. Do 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 do. Neferlama Yehoda Farina. Oh, you have to do that because I was like, why not Ino? You have to do that because you don't have any Nodcry characters if you run Ino. Huh. Interesting. Then you wouldn't get the Ascendant Gleam because you're too Nodcried out. Oh, I should switch back.
Be silent. Close your eyes. Night falls.
Ring. Ring.
Dark. Gather.
You want another Nodcry character for Ascendant Gleam stuff with, well, 4 with Yehoda.
Burn it down.
There is part of me that I think is going to... This is probably going to be like a C2 constellation for like Columbina. I feel like she's going to affect the way Ascendant Gleam works. I feel like her C2 might be like... she... I don't know. Decreases the amount of characters you need in a team for Ascendant Gleam by 1 and lets you activate lunar reactions even with 1 character in the team or something. So like you could just have her and just do Lunar Charge or just do Lunar Bloom. That seems kind of dumb though. I think what she might do instead is either increase the limits or increase like another buff for lunar teams by 1. So you get like Ascendant Gleam plus 1. You get like Super Ascendant Gleam if you have 3 Nodcry characters in the team. And then she does some other random nonsense. Yehoda is Nodcry, so you get one with Durin most likely. True, that's true. Wish for Durin, get Yehoda, put Yehoda and Ino together, bam. Ascendant Gleam.
Need something taken care of?
So Super Sailor Moon. I really do feel like that's going to be one of like the
Utensils at the
constellations.
ready.
Just Super Sailor Moon. Skirt Combino would able to Lunar Freeze with Farina Escoffier. Right? That would be a little bit too much. Oh. With Yehoda's VV. Yeah, so here's the weird thing about Yehoda. You really want her in Ascendant Gleam, and when she's in Ascendant Gleam, she absorbs the element that's on an enemy. And it has to be the swirlable element, so it can't just be like Dendro or Geo. And then her little, they call it a flask, it looks like an umbrella. Her little umbrella starts shooting the enemy with whatever that element is. So she's much less of an Animo character and much more of like a I'm absorbing whatever element you're giving me character. Or whatever element you're applying a lot to the enemy. Of Luo, which is really similar. So Yelan actually has a bow kick as well, but it's not as dramatic as Yehoda. Yehoda like jumps and like kicks it real hard with her feet. Yelan just like a kind of, she does like a skateboard trick with a bow. It's like kickflip, haha. Wonder if Lunar Freeze comes into the picture, if it will be quite powerful with Skirk. If you could trigger it with Skirk, I'm sure it would be. Ooh. Maybe Lunar Freeze will also do something with Superconduct. And then they'll make physical stronger that way. Ow. That could be interesting.
You've earned yourself a reward.
What if Yehoda can go into Nephros teams and steal Mora from the treasure area? I don't know. I know she can do the other special quests. The thing that Nefer can do. So Yehoda can do those as well. I don't know if she can go into her secret room. Throw a physical goblet on Skirk and have her do superconduct. Can work. Woo! Whew. I think if you didn't have Escoffier or Farina, that would actually be one of the best Skirk teams you could probably run, Jason, because like there's a lot of good Electro supports, and if you didn't have Farina and didn't have Escoffier, it's like, well, why don't you just run like Fischl Beto and like, I don't know, Layla or something? Phew. Or like Fischl Rosaria and like a Layla or something like that. And you'd go, boom, attack, attack, attack. I don't think so. It defeats the purposes of Nefer. What would be funny is if they kind of make a nod to it, where you can go into the room and then with Yehoda there's like a special voice line like, Boss Neff's special, like, I don't know, reserve of Mora. If she even knew I was looking at this, I'd be in like grave danger. Best to leave it alone, and then you just don't get the Mora. Or like you look at it and then you get a special cutscene where Never comes in and he's like, Yehoda, what are you doing? It's like, nothing, boss. Phew. It's the highest crit value piece you have in your account. Probably, I think it's an Animo something. I want to say it's a flower. It's probably this one. Yep, probably this one. 31.7.4. That's a lot. What about this one? 26.6.2. There's 1020. 3.932. 7 and 30%. 728. I think that's the highest. 1413, pretty good too. You hate mango, really? I will happily have all of your mango. Hello, Shade.
Up to the freezer.
Phew. I saw a recipe for mango date bites. I was like, ooh, that looks really good. With good damage, normal attack would be a good physical DPS with physical damage buffs, right? Yeah, the problem with physical is like, it's just not really that strong, and then there's a lot of like, the game is kind of balanced around having elemental interaction and like infusion. They could make physical pretty good if they wanted to, but I think they lacked the strength of will. Having leftover deviled eggs for breakfast. Ooh. My cousins brined and smoked a turkey, and it's one of the few times I've ever had turkey that I liked. I normally really dislike turkey, at least Thanksgiving style turkey, but this type I was like, ooh, like it's actually moist and like it's got the smoky flavor and everything. Quite delectable. Oh, and I made some very interesting things after Thanksgiving. My mom made some really good cranberry sauce, or I guess I kind of helped her, but she's like, I don't know what spices to add. I was like, well, let me help you. So I added like cinnamon and clove and nutmeg and like a little bit of allspice. I added a bunch of stuff. The clove was really good with it. The clove and the cinnamon. And then she just added like oranges and orange zest, tart cherries, cranberries, and like apple. And I think she just made like a simple syrup and kind of mixed it all together. So what I did with the leftover bits of the cranberry sauce is she also had puff pastry that she wanted to make something out of but didn't get a chance to. So I took goat cheese, that cranberry sauce, and puff pastry, and I basically made like layered puff pastry in like a muffin tin and baked those. So they were like goat cheese, and then the cranberry sauce, and then like another layer of goat cheese in like a tiny muffin. And those turned out really nice. Oh, cherry syrup. That's interesting. That would probably be quite good. Mango tastes disgusting to you. Huh. Interesting. Maybe you're allergic to mango. My aunt is allergic to mango, or at least the skin. So she likes mango flavored things, but if she has actual mango, she like swells up, and she says like she loses her sense of taste, and like everything afterwards for a while tastes really bitter. You're gonna help my wife come up with a second team. Will Razor, Bennett, Fischl, Shungling work well after 6.2 updates? It will. It will work pretty well, Gutak. What is your wife's Bennett C6?
If you ever have it.
Hydrate. Don't be a fish out of water.
What I would try to do, if your Bennett is C6 and you can run Chevreuse, I would probably put her there. But even if you can't run Chevreuse, the buffs Fischl is getting, along with like Fischl plus Razor together, are going to be very nice. Ideally, you would want like C6 Bennett, C6 Razor, C6 Fischl, and then C6 Chevreuse, and that'll be quite a strong team. If you don't, the characters that you have listed there are still going to be quite good together. It's just not going to be like it's not going to be as crazy strong as it could be. Because the C6 buffs for like Razor plus C6 Bennett for like the Pyro infusion is really strong. Fischl's buffs are really good, and her C6 buffs are very useful too. And then Chevreuse is just a very good character, and her C6 is also very strong. It pretty much avoids the entire elemental side of Genshin core gameplay. Yeah, exactly. 34 minutes until these are done. Coffee flavored mango? Mango flavored coffee? Coffee flavored mango, that's ooh. Imagine biting into a mango and it just tastes like coffee. You're like, huh. Well, that's odd. Not that not many more treasure chests, but I don't know how to get here. Treasure chest nearby. Black is same level? Blue is different level? Okay. Anyone she could pull for now or 6.2 to improve that team? That team? Durin. Absolutely. So, Razor, you would replace Xiangling in that team. And you would do Durin, Bennett, Xiangling, or Durin, Bennett, Fischl, Razor. And then if you had Chevrolet, you could swap Chevrolet in there too. And you could even run Durin as an on-field damage dealer if you wanted to. Especially if you had C6 Bennett and run Durin, C6 Bennett, Fischl, and Chevrolet. So yeah, Durin is kind of the way to go. Upright block cleaning. Did I do this before? Maybe not. Bloop. Bloop. Doo-doo-doo. Ooh, maybe this meant by the 2 treasures here. Oh yeah, we click on this. We don't press the same button. Alright, I see. And then we go to the other side. Bloop. Doo-doo-doo. And then we go back to our other cleaning bot. Do we have golden apple there? In the flavorless? No, I think it's just Fuji apple and green apple. I'm all turned around. I'm reading chat and got all turned around. Ooh, here we go. I have C1 Fischl, C2 Sucrose. Do I get Razor and Selector in 6.2 because you don't have Razor? That's kind of a tough one because Fischl C2 doesn't really do much. It heals her by 20% of her health when she does her burst. But like that's kind of whatever. And then like C1 Fischl, C2 Sucrose, C3 is not really doesn't really matter. That's a tough one. Honestly, I think you just go for more Fischl constellations. If you're going for Razor, like you really do want him to be C6 if you're trying to get him, like if you want to build the strong Razor teams that'll actually feel like he's competing with the characters you have, you'd really want him C6. So yeah, I would just aim for more constellations on Fischl to get her closer to C6. Even though her C2, like, not really that useful. You're a bit confused? What are you confused about? So yeah, I would still go for Fischl constellations. No, Razor would not be meta until he's C6, not worth investing until you get him a C6. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Jason. Pew! The C6 Raiders are even meta. I wouldn't say he's not meta, he's gonna be a lot better. Pew, there we go. Lisa is in an exit eye. Yeah, she literally has a witch's hat. I guess it's because she's from Sumeru. If Lisa was, though... Now that would be interesting. That would be really interesting. Because Lisa Fischl Durin... Lisa already gives, like, Defense Shred, too. I wonder what buffs they would give her. Just return her old energy where her tap skill gives her a particle. Okay. Doo-doo-doo-doo. How much does it cost someone to go to a gym? Oh, character review. Character review is 10k stream points, which takes a couple days. So you could go to the gym and like leave the stream on and come back, or 100 bits. So either or. And then Yolan roll is for like whole account review, like your profile character review. So more than one, 12, however many there are. Doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. CJ, hello, hello. ER requirements would be nice, really. So yeah, somehow reducing her energy needs. Reducing her hold skill so it doesn't take an eternity to come out. Alright, does it want me to go back here to the whales? I'm confused. Oh, maybe we do? Oh, I love these whales. They gotta make a plushie of these whales, right? They look so squeezable.
Zero is jawsome.
Doo-doo-doo. Squeegee Man, thank you for the sub with Prime. So blessed. So blessed. Lunar Oak, hello, hello. Whee! More whales! Whales into the sunset! How beautiful. Woo! Quick hello between work 1 and work 2. Well, thank you for stopping by to say hello. Woo! I guess we are eventually going to go back to that one spot, but we'll just keep following this whale. It'd be kind of nice if this triggered, if you ran this path a lot, you just get to see the whales jump. You're a little salty this morning. Too much green bean casserole. Over salted turkey. Whee! Woo. So I can play for free. Oh, wrong kind of whales. Whee! Doo-doo-doo. See where the road leaves, having a chubby pal. Woo! Doo-doo. Da-da-da. Oh, I just realized this. This is whale rock. Look.
You earned yourself a reward.
This rock is a whale. See? There's its whale face, and there's its dorsal fin. And this little bit is another part of its little fin. It's whale rock. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Broop, broop. Yeah. Whale baby? Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Baby whale rock. Did we get everything here? It says it's 100%. I don't see anything else. Do you? Yep, we got everything there. See you a bit longer tomorrow. Oh, I'm glad. I would like more Luna time.
Save me.
Ah, Anefa. You're on the big magnet. Alright, where's Ino? Why wouldn't I pull for Columbina? We've got Nefer.
Save me.
Alright, you are not up here. There you are.
I know. What you doing? Oh hey!
Ice fishing in Shania.
I'm playing a game.
Cut a hole in the
Wanna
ice
join?
and then fish from there. And if it didn't want to play with
no,
you,
She did. She loves playing
we
with
pull White Horse Adeptus. If she's the best DPS, I have no idea.
Then where is she? Here.
Doo-doo-doo. It depends if that Adeptus captures me like Shan Yun.
Me.
This is Anapa's
I was like,
favorite
ooh,
game.
Shan Yun?
Cling clang.
Burbonetta?
Flight. She says it helps expand her
I was like,
horizons and
long
exercise
black
her
hair,
joints.
green eyes, glasses? How did they know my weakness?
But she's calling for help.
Do 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 do. For own customizable ships. That's fancy
Oh,
looking.
That's just for fun.
I think that would be
Here,
cool,
what's
Mr.
this?
Stare. I just don't like the way ships handle. I think it would be nice if they handled better.
Anapa, time to go
If we could make our own
home.
pirate ship, that'd be cool.
No. I want to keep playing.
I wanna keep playing.
Save. Me.
I wanna keep playing.
Save.
I thought we did save you. Alright, we need slightly more percent for that. You wouldn't mind skipping Lena. Bloop. Pew. None around here. Kinox, hello. Succulent salutations. Kyocat, hello. Happy post-Thanksgiving to you too. Hope you're doing well, Kyocat. Oh, right, these. I gotta find 4 more of these things somewhere. Trust me, there are no horses in Mondstadt. Yeah, Varka took them all somewhere. Maybe in one of these patches we'll actually get to see what Genshin's horse models look like. Oh. That's right, I did unlock this. Anything here? No, not really. No, all the kids are 27 and it's weird. Red turtle, meow meow. Meow meow meow. Stranger Things Season 6, starring Steve Buscemi. Why hello fellow kids. Oh yeah, our friend Steve. We got wolves in Wolfendom, so I believe we'll get horses eventually. That's true, but we got Rift Hounds. And those are awful. Oh right, you mean the wolves from the Razor quest that they showed off where Razor is running around with those wolves. I thought you meant the Rift Hounds. Sister Bear, hello! Good to see you again. How have you been? Maybe I talk to you two. Maybe you know where I can find more of these robots. The actual wolves with Razor, yeah, the quest wolves. What are your plans now? Do you remember me? I do. I remember you from Twitch though. I don't remember you from YouTube as much. But I do remember you. How could I forget Sister Bear? Where are these bots? Will they lead me to their other bot donation? Let's see. Will you lead me anywhere? Nope. You're just like, find more of us. You want to build a team with Skirk, Farina, and Bennett, but I want Electro character. Would be the best fix. Skirk, Farina, and Bennett. Interesting. So Farina doesn't get her stacks from. I guess you could do that if it's non-pyro. You'd want Fischl if you really wanted to run Electro, but you're not really gonna have enough healing for Bennett to get the full advantage of Farina. So in a team like that, you'd be better off running Escoffier, who heals your entire team and your active character, so you could take more advantage of Farina. But if you just wanted to run that team for now, Fischl would be the best bet for you. It seems to be the only one around here. What would the unsurprised color be? Like a gray? Probably not like yellow or orange. That seems like it would be kind of shocked. Maybe like a beige? Taupe, beige, gray. Alright, now we found some more. Cleandurin will be the best. Cleandurin! Woo! Powerful Clen! Is this the thing that's immune? Can I get up there? Maybe. I think this might be immune. Bloop.
Close your eyes.
Okay.
Be silent. To dust.
Now you're immune. Poof. 20th mark of Genshin 1 year anniversary. Funny enough, company not getting it. Got over an outland controversy and has been smooth sailing since. Oh, so blessed, Keenox. Ow. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. And happy 1 year Genshin anniversary. Ooh. Big Keenox W.
Be silent. Close your eyes. Fear the dark. Perhaps these treasures might be of utility to you on your journey. Please, I insist.
This is a lot higher, so is that one. But maybe there's an area where we can go through here? Think they'll bring Albedo back anytime soon? My older daughter really wants Dur and Albedo team because they belong together. I don't know, honestly. The next time I see them bringing back Albedo would be during a Chronicled like banner. I don't know when that's gonna happen. Unless they start doing some sort of like factional character banner or something like that. Because we still have a lot of other nations to go through. We got Fontaine still. And maybe they'll do a Chronicle Wish banner with older characters, and they'll put like a mix of some characters. Like maybe they'll do part Mondstadt Chronicle, part Leeway Chronicle. Maybe they'll do something to that effect. Oh no, the card's still not working. Mm, mm. Do, 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 do. Mm, 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 mm. Do, 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 do. Where is this Oculus? There it is. Bloop. Mm-hmm. Do do do. Bloop. Do 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 do. Oculus. Got. Mm-hmm. Let's see if we can grab this over here. Is this the area? No, this place doesn't have the octopus. This is the area with the ship. I'm definitely not Air 51 and still in the Inazuma Archon quest. Yeah, my my EU and Asia accounts might not even be that far. You're back, lurking? I'm doing pretty well. Ooh, I have to say, I am very happy with my Cyrene now. I was able to get 180 speed. I ended up crafting several pieces using the self-modeling resin. I think I used like 15 or 20 of them. I used quite a lot, but now she's at she's like slightly overcapped on crit rate. She has 53 crit rate, I think 190 crit damage, 5600 HP, and 180 speed. With the... That's too much. with let's see, with the 4-piece, like the thing that looks like the Trailblazer set, I forget what it's called. That, and then the other Amphoreus, pew! The other Amphoreus planar sphere set. I don't remember the names of them. That's better than my Cyrene. I have HP orb. HP orb, HP rope. Phew. Oh, you gotta go. Oh. Another time, Sister Bear. I have so many crazy speed rolls on some things. My headpiece has 9 speed. I've got, I think, 7 speed on my gloves. Like, every piece has speed on it. The orb, the HP orb, I think has like 4 or 5 speed on it, and like 18 to 20 crit damage. And the rope has like 5 speed and like crit rate, and I think maybe crit damage too. Like, it's pretty crazy. You need a lot of speed. I know. I'm glad I at least got 180. I forget how this works. 75 roll crit pieces from the event. I want speed. Yup. How do I open these? Oh wait, do these have to be opened by the opposite? In a certain order? What was it? I didn't know the temple today. Got 2 extra 4-star glitter. Didn't get him unguaranteed. I do like Mia Finon. Oh, it's with that thing.
Be silent. Close your eyes.
That's right. Phew! I am now in full saving mode for the Dahlia, and probably her light cone, and maybe Firefly's light cone. So I can have a stronger Firefly team, because I have E2 Firefly. So I'm like, huh, someone bringing my girl back? Not gonna pull Firefly ever, so I think Dahlia might not be great for me. No Rapid either. How good is she with Boot Hill? Because you have Boot Hill, right? Oh, that's just in the water.
A treasure buried in time.
Oh, you pulled E2? Yeah. I did. Yeah, I don't have Cyrene's Light Cone. I just use the Herder Shop one. Pew. One can say is that on 11/21 ended up completing 5 years being a Genshin player. Wow. Wow, wow. That's about the same time, the same amount of time I've been playing. Nice. Break efficiency and break effect. I like that. Boop. 5k HP, 182 speed, 36 one with an ice orb. Oh, not bad, not bad. Under, huh? Oh, it shows where they're at. Bloop. Boop. I don't know if I should pull Dahlia or save Ron May replacement. So yeah, I guess if I did that team, it'd be Fugue, Firefly, Dahlia, and I could either run Harmony MC for Firefly or run Gallagher if I needed sustain. The thought is, if the enemy can't act, they can't hurt you, right? Right? So just make it so they can never act. I do like Ruan May's like double break though. I have Lingsha. I do not have Lingsha. Big multicolored item when using Kuvaki. This thing, right? Oh, maybe we pulled over this way? Bloop. Go! Go! There it is. It can be very temperamental sometimes. King Zeldris, hello! Hello, hello, hello! How are you doing? Whee! I love the double crystal cores. I heard people use HMT over Fugue too. That's interesting. Bloop. Bloop. I'll let people who do all the theory crafting stuff tell me who's the best, since I don't want to theory craft HSR. You got 4 speed, 6.4, 23 crit damage handpiece, 6 speed, 11 crit damage handpiece. Oh boy. I mean, if you could manage the first one, I would go with that. Definitely, but like, it seems like you might need the second one, just because how important speed is. Oh, it hasn't disappeared yet. And tiny chest. Oculus got. Is the Dahlia supposed to be coming out in 3.8, or is that like a 4.0 preview? Probably 3.8, right? 4.0 should be elation the Then after Dahlia, then it's more saving for maybe an Elation character I love. Who knows? Next patch, okay. I can do that. Boop. I have enough to at least get her. I'm hoping to get her and her light cone. I also heard her light cone's kind of insane. And I have 27,000 Stellar Jade, so I don't think we've got many more big events. Maybe I guess we get some like resets for some of the endgame stuff. So I've done Apocalyptic Shadow and maxed that out. I guess PF will be soon, and we can max that out. Plus 5 wishes from the new shop. So I should be okay, hopefully. Wait, did I not grab one of these? Why is this still open? As if characters need their signature light cone. Yeah. I'm getting Dahlia. I think I want to just for Firefly. Seems good, right? I use Firefly everywhere still. So it's either like invest more into Firefly or invest in like a team that I don't really have anyone for. Like try to build a new Finon team or something. I just also really love break. Break and you break and you break and you break. You have to hand the thingies in now. Save even more, get new meta characters. That's probably the smarter play. But I like my robot girl. That's probably the wise decision. Alright, where is this little orb? Oh wait, do we have to take it from here? Oh. Bloop. Oh, we go a little bit too far. I also do like Elation. It's probably gonna be like the comedy buff where it's just a bajillion effects on screen, right? That also seems pretty fun. Just a bunch of random effects going off. Random treasure hoarders. Haven't seen the Elation. That's what Ash said. I don't know if that's just a random rumor or what. It probably is at this point. It might just be speculation too. That the Elation buff is just going to be random debuff, random dot, random everything kind of go. I wonder why it says go here. All places. Oh, we're at 71. Nice. I'm gonna grab this, and then we'll go increase our rank and make a wish. Have you looked at the Durensig new Venti weapon? Yeah, they're pretty good. the bow is pretty nice for official. Durensig is like not bad. I don't think the weapon banner is really worth wishing on, to be honest. I feel like if I was gonna wish on a weapon banner, I would rather wish on the Varessa and Shalonen weapon banner, provided it's actually like okay. Because like getting Shalonen her weapon, that's pretty good. And then getting like Varessa her weapon is a big upgrade too. So that's kind of like where my head's at. Although you collected them, you don't even know how to hand them in. Oh yeah.
Treasure buried in time.
I gotta hand them into these guys here. That's what you meant, me, mem. I thought you were referring to something else. Is it you? Yeah, Shalonen's weapon is defense substat, and it increases your team's damage based on her defense. And you need 3,200 defense to max it out. Which is very easy to get with her, especially when her weapon gives you like 80% defense or something ridiculous. I don't remember where to actually hand these in is also the problem. Oh, that's right. There's the two parts of the octopi that we have to hand them in. Woo! I just skipped over this completely. I was like, yeah, I'll come back to this. I'm just gonna throw everything else at the weapon. True. Hopefully the weapon banner's okay. Even if it's not, you may want to hold off. He can still do well with like Wolffang. He can do well with the yeah, sure, let's start the challenge. He can do well with any like attack weapon is also good on him. Even R5 Lion's Roar, which like not really a lot of characters want, so pew. You might have like a decent use for that. Pew. Pew. 99 fruit, huh? Pew. Oh, it's one of these, huh? Boop. Ah. Boop. Okay. Pew. Boop. Boop. Blam. Interesting. Boop. 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 Okay. We're gonna get the big one. Pew. Boop. Boop. Let's see, can we get those? Nice. Boop. Boop. Da-da-da. Precious chest. Corey, hello. You're single temple away from 5-star weapon. I wonder, and I don't need 2 of Shalonen's weapons. Ooh. Enough crit swords for now. Yeah, honestly, just save that, like, save that for another character that really wants their weapon that you also want. Can you do an account check and see if it's worth playing Varessa?
Your hard work is paying off.
Just tell me the characters you have, and I'll tell you if it is or not. Generally, for Varessa, you would want to run her either Overloaded, which is stronger, or Farina Xianyun, which is like slightly behind but still good. So Overloaded would be Chevreuse Yansan, Bennett, like Xiangling, Pyro Traveler, Mawika. Basically, as long as you're getting Yansan, Chevreuse, and then an off-field like Pyro character, you're good. And if you don't have Yansan, you can substitute for Bennett, but you want Chevreuse, and then a like someone else that helps buff Varessa's attack and damage potentially. So those are kind of the main things that you want to go for. If you don't have any of those, you can still play Varessa. She doesn't do very well in like aggravate teams though. The other thing to consider is if you want those characters, like other characters in the future, if you want Durin or something like that, then he also pairs quite well with her. If you want Mawika, she pairs well with him and is also just a strong character on her own. And then you want to make sure you at least enjoy playing... Oh, I should go this way. You should at least enjoy playing Veressa, because she feels very different than a lot of other Genshin characters. You have to be more aware of your inputs. You have to kind of go faster with her than you would on typical characters, where you have to be doing a lot more inputs. So keep that in mind as well. You may not enjoy playing her. Woo, because I like it, but I know she's definitely not for everybody. Because you're doing a lot of button presses, and you're trying to figure out the best location to go, because sometimes her skill doesn't exactly aim where you want it to. Whee! A large amount of starfruit are about to appear. Boop. Whee! That wasn't a very high jump. Going, oh, because we need to get on the special blue ones. Whee! That is a very large number of starfruit. Helix fruit. Do 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 do. Bloop. Poof. Do 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 do. Bring. Do 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 do. I find her pretty easy to play once you get used to her. Ba-da-dum. Yeah, she's not hard to play. She's just very different from what I think you would be used to. Definitely one for us. Lost 50-50 to her last time. C5 Yansan, C5 Bennett, C6 Ever, C1 Malwika, C3 Xiangling. Yeah, Veressa would be good for you. If you want Veressa, you've got some very good characters for her. And I think there's a decent to high likelihood that Yansan will be on the banner as well. Because Yansan pairs really well with her, so it'd either be Yansan with Veressa or Yansan with Malwika. That's typically when we get Yansan reruns. So you could get potentially C6 Yansan, which is a nice upgrade for her. And yeah, that could be really good. So I think she would be really good for her. And if you like her and you want her, then yeah, definitely go for her. You've got a really good team for her already. And like with whatever 4 stars are on her banner, you might get some good upgrades too. Alright, where do I take you? Oh, over here. Yansan is better with Veressa. Yeah, Yansan is better with Veressa. But they do like to run Yansan on Malwika's banner. Bloop. Only problem is weapon. I only have Skyward Atlas, R1 Wood Sith. I don't really want to pull on weapon banner. Any choices? Skyward Atlas is actually fine. If you run Skyward Atlas and run if you don't run Long Night's Oath and run Codex and just I don't have Veressa on this account, but if you run Codex and go for crit damage, because you get so much crit rate from Codex, you get a lot of attack percent from Atlas, which is fine. And so you could either run, like I would probably just run Atlas, because you can run the Wood Sith for the crit damage buff, and like maybe like the attack buff would be nice and the damage buff would be nice. EM isn't that helpful in the overloaded teams. It does make a little bit more overloaded damage, but you don't really care about that too much. However, if you can get you get tons of crit rate from Codex, all you have to do is just do a charge attack first, so you fill her Night Soul bar. So after you do all your buffs, you start with a charge attack. If your crit rate's kind of low, then you get the 40% crit rate, then you just do regular, like, Veressa stuff. And you have a lot of attack from everyone, so you get a ton of attack from that. And a high base attack as well. So that ends up being quite nice. If you wanted Wood Sith just because you couldn't get a lot of crit damage, then that's also okay. And Long Night's Oath is only like a few % better than Obsidian Codex. So if you end up having a good Codex artifact set that has a lot of crit damage and like some energy recharge, which she does want a little bit of, just so she can make sure she has enough energy for her plunges. Then you'll be fine. Verissa on Imaginary Theater's Royal Weapon. Yeah, the characters they have in Imaginary Theater have awful builds. They're really bad. You have C6 Yonzon. Ooh, nice, Keenox. I would like a C6 Yonzon. A good free-to-play DPS is Gaming, Kaching, Tenari, whatever DPS you can get down any banner. Unless you're stupid like me. Are you talking about how you absolutely love your C6 Lanyan, or is that in reference to something else? Is Yehoda worth it now? Because I'm like 30 pity getting Lanyan, don't want to lose her to Venti or Durin. No, she's not worth it. She is not a bad character, but she is also a character you want Ascendant Gleam, and you want her to be C6, and she doesn't exactly pair. She doesn't pair great with like Nefer, unless she's C6, and then in that case you have to run Farina because you can't run Ino, or you could run like Xingqiu or Yelan or something. But you'd probably just want to run Farina for Farina's own damage. So then there's that consideration, and then if you run her with Flint, it's like, it's not bad, but again, you'd want her C6. And then if you had a Nefa, you couldn't run Ino, so you just run Xingqiu or like Yelan or Farina or something. Again, they don't increase the damage of the lunar reactions, but like the extra lunar crit rate and crit damage can be useful. I think it's odd that Yehoda doesn't work well with Nefer. It is kind of odd, like it's weird. Having a healer for Nefer would be great, but it's just like she just needs too much on-field time with Nefer, and then you have to sacrifice. I know, and we don't have any like short cooldown Hydro characters that could work well with Nefer, so it's just awkward. Where are these other ones? I thought there was one under here somewhere. Anyways, they did Temple and got Cypher. Oh, Cypher's... I like Cypher a lot. Also got Don Hung version and someone called Rowan May, if I'm not wrong. Oh, nice. Off to a good start, Corey. Could I get a Yolano? Sure thing. Sure thing, Spinjitzu. Four. C2 Veressa, when she first dropped, managed to get C6 Yonzon. Ooh. Very nice. Yeah, her C2 pretty good. Every skill a plunge attack. Depending on the 4 stars on the Veressa, Shalon, and Weapon banner, I am thinking about wishing on that. Because if they have like fab weapons or any other ones that would be useful, I'm like, well, I'd like Veressa's weapon. I'm already like overcapped on crit rate with her. Who wants a sub? Shade! Shade needs a sub, Spinjitzu. Shade's card isn't working. What's my favorite character and team? I like a lot of characters. I don't have like a particular favorite. In general, I like Hyperbloom teams a lot, Sticks, because I really enjoy seeing all the reactions go off. Weird. I love seeing like all the colors and all the numbers. That makes my brain happy. So I like teams that do a lot of elemental reactions. So I typically like a lot of Hyperbloom teams. I like playing Veressa and Alhaitham. Navia is also very satisfying with her Gunbrella. Let's see. So those are like some of my favorite characters to play. Is Shade here? Shade! Calling all Shade. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Shad X17. Boo-do-do-do. Do-do. Now is your time. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. They are here. Do-do-do. Make yourself known. Do do do. Do do. See when cooking. Ah, well, they are still here, so you can direct it towards them. I could scroll up for them. True. True. Let's see, where was the last shade? The last one was, hey, I'm in ads. Hi, Chris. I don't have a timestamp for that, but that was about halfway up my chat bar. Doo-doo-doo.
Spinjitzu underscore Kinich has gifted a sub to Shadex17.
You can also add the person to a specific viewer. Oh, nice. Very blessed. Doo-doo-doo. Head to the designated area. Boo-doo-doo. Where's Lunal? Haven't seen him in a while. I don't know where she is. Doo-doo-doo-doo. I'm hereby summon Lunal and his part. 2 more. Who else would like a sub? 2 more. From Blessed Spinjitzu. They literally had me fighting crab and then horse. Yeah. 12's annoying. There was baking. Now you are ad-free. Ad-free shade. Watch me cook. Oh no, Kiyoshi. Oh no. Kiyoshi, anytime you have any shark coins, watch me cook. Red velvet cookies. Ooh, very nice. They sound sinfully sweet. I'm a Campbell. Oh boy. My professor and classmates agreed we would bake something for class this semester. Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely. If you baked something that was a no-bake recipe, would that count? It's like, this is my no-bake lemon raspberry cheesecake. You'd be like, we agreed we'd bake something. And then the professor just throws it in the trash. Be like, well, you failed this round. Whew. You're like, no, but it's so delicious.
Becomes the hunted.
Poof.
Spinjitzu underscore
Can you
Kinich has
imagine?
gifted a sub to Aji underscore George.
Oh, blessed. I'm going to sleep, but I also need to tidy up. Maybe a little tidy, and then if you're like, alright, that was enough tidying. I've done enough tidying where I can sleep well. Time to rest. Pew! Dee-dee-doo. Install the lever. Go down. No one no-bake cookies. I saw a Facebook recipe for no-bake brownies. I'm like, I don't really think these are healthy. Just because you add a bunch of protein powder to them doesn't mean they're healthy. Shh. I guess to be fair, I don't think they had a lot of sugar in them. Whatever sugar in them was whatever sugar's in the protein powder, which is usually a lot. But they were like chocolate, I think they were, it was like either Greek yogurt or cottage cheese, or maybe both. And chocolate protein powder with like cocoa, like chips, and like cacao nibs and stuff. And they, like, you basically just make them into a batter and then you just chill them. After thorough blending of the protein powder. I think they may have had a slight bit of like, no, I don't think they had any almond milk. It was probably just like Greek yogurt or cottage cheese or something. Messily scribbled note. Are particularly healthy. If they're healthy, they're probably not very good. I've had some things that are like brownies that I'll put in quotes that are really good that were like, I guess, healthy. But they were date brownies. And they were, oh, where'd it go? Found you. Nope. they were dates with like a lot of cacao, but the dates were used as the binding rather than the egg. If it's delicious, you'll eat uranium? Well, lucky for you, uranium is probably not delicious. You go to the left. Do 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 do. And then I'll go to the right. Found you! Haha. No big tiramisu, a friend was amazing. Ooh, interesting. Big tiramisu. I do like tiramisu. Do, 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 do.
A treasure buried in
This
time.
is where the underground treasure chests were that I couldn't find. How will you know if uranium is delicious until you try it? You know what? You got me there. I've never tried uranium, so I can't definitively say it's not delicious.
Spinjitzu underscore Kinich has gifted a sub to Lab Monkey.
Aw, blessed. I'll DM you now. Okay. And yeah, let me know what you would like me to do and all that stuff. Hugin. So, Hugin is the name of one of Odin's ravens. The other one's Moonin. Who's Tulfin? Is that related to Odin? Any Norse lore heads in chat? Whoop. Do 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 do. Woo! 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 Do 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 do. Dun 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 dun. Amir, hello. Now we can wake up Colonel Iron Whale and have it shoot rainbows in the sky. Only know that Loki had a lot of kids. Such a trickster. I think Loki was also one of the only survivors of Ragnarok, right? Maybe he died at like the very end, but I think he just was very trickstery. And his whole thing was like, even if he died, he still reset the world in motion after Ragnarok. There's something like that. There was something about his trickery that helped reset the world. Gonna put stream on TV while you tidy up your apartment. It's in desperate need. Nice. Shark on the TV. Yeah. Big screen shark. Whee. God of War game takes place in Norse mythology was amazing. I do remember the first one. What was yeah. I guess I can't say too much. It'd be spoilery. DM'd. Okay. Do 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 do. First we get this chest. Then we look at this letter. Oh, that turned into a cutscene. Your characters should all be ready. Excellent. All right. Men is temporary, father and scythe is eternal. Alright, let's log out and switch. Theater info. Okay. Theater. Alright. We copy this and paste. And copy this and paste. So I have a question for everyone, and I think I know the answer, but I would like everyone's take on this. What are we up to next? Theater! Spinjitzu Theater. So I have the present that I have made for my friends, like the little notebooks and stuff that I was thinking about giving them. I can either give them to them on the 29th of this month, so in like a few days, or I could give them to them at like the end of December. My thought is that I give them to them early because they're related to a game day that we have, and so they could use them right away, and then maybe for like the holiday thing that we do as well. And I want to, with that, I want to make a basket of just like snacks and charcuterie and stuff. So my thought is do that. For everyone, and I wanted to pose it to you. Do I do this early, or do I wait until after the holidays and present them with it then? What do you think? Before the holidays or after? Just do it early, no reason to wait. Okay. I'm kind of excited to do it early as well. We can't do lunar mode? Oh, not enough. Oh, alright. Well, visionary. Visionary it is. Make it Christmases. Yeah, they're going to be Christmas gifts, but they're sort of Christmas gifts for everyone. So I'm making customized game journals, and then we need a lot more hydro. What do we fight here, actually? Magu Kenki, that Knuckle Duckle. Yeah, we need... let's bring Nuvalet. So I'm making customized game journals, and then making like a little... I laser etched something for us a bunch of times. Only one of them actually turned out. And then I'm going to also give everyone a we'll make a charcuterie thing for them as well. The only thing is I don't know what to do with the laser engraved thing, since it... Oh, that's nice. Since there's like one of them and it's quite small. My thought is like, alright, one of you can carry this, or like, the person who mainly hosts, like, here you go, you can have this one. Bring it to game day, yeah. Vicky, hello! Could I replace some of my team comps of C4 Xiangling with Durin? Yep. A lot of team comps with C4 Xiangling can be replaced by Durin. You don't necessarily need as much pyro application as Xiangling provides, and sometimes having the range would be more useful. We get a C6 Nahida. Oh, did we? Do. I didn't even pay attention. Honestly, Nuvalet's probably going to be more useful, though. Don't forget to drink water. You're right. I need to get more water, Kiyoshi. All right. Go to challenge. Can be a bit of a pain to use. I realized what the problem was is I was engraving these on cutting boards, and they're using composite pieces of wood for the cutting boards. It's not one piece of wood. So what happens is the laser burning and the engraving is different, and because they're like strips of wood, some of it is like not burning at all, and the other parts are way too dark. And so it's very inconsistent. So I need something that's just like a straight plank of wood, and that also burns well enough. And there's not a lot of that out there. It's pretty much all composite pieces. So yeah, I was like, oh, this is why. And I noticed like the darker variations. I'm like, yep, that would be why. So the only other thing I could do, I could engrave it into like slate. But I don't really want to do that. I usually save slate for more special occasions. And I also want this to be a charcuterie board, since we actually usually do have charcuterie. But that is the, yeah. So we'll, my thought will be to present one of them and then see if I can maybe find some, if everyone wants one, I'd be like, I can try to make this as a project, but getting the right, like, wood for this is going to be a challenge and a pain. A charcuterie board? Exactly. Alright, let me get some water. I'll be right back. It should be a traveling board going to the host each time. I like that idea. Because we normally do it at one location, but this next time we're doing it at another one. So it'll be like 1, 1, 1, and it'll just like bounce around. Do you have any tutorials about the Spiral Abyss and Theater Lobby? I do have like some about how to do Imaginarium Theater. I have a guide on like the old Imaginarium Theater as well. I kind of missed doing this guide because of a lot of things that were kind of going on at the time. Wait a minute. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I didn't get a single buff. Hold on. Rewind. Can't rewind before Act 3. Alright, well, we'll just do it this way then. We'll do it live. Sure. Create Pyro Travel with Durin and Varus Overloaded Team. Absolutely. Absolutely, Vicky. Have a good one, Lab Monkey. Who should I build for this Abyss Floor 12? Should I crown Arlecchino normal attacks, build Freener, get one of my characters level 70 or 80? It kind of depends on which characters you are thinking about building, Amir. I would try to make your Nefer Lauma team the strongest team you can. And for that, like, I think your Lauma's already built, right? And your Nefer's probably built as well. So what you need is your second side. So I would try to build up your second side and make that stronger. And with the amount of resources it takes... Why did you back off completely from Auroran's Burst? Oof. It's supposed to taunt you. Taunts don't work in Genshin. Why should I have thought that would work? Anyways, boop. Ooh.
Free. Go. You're free now. Judgment is upon.
I would probably focus on your Arlecchino team, but work on your supports. Like, I don't know what Arlecchino team you're running. If you're running an overloaded team, I'd work on Chevris and Fischl. If you're running like a kind of standard VV vaporized team, I'd work on like Bennett and Jingcho. We'll take Fischl. He's definitely a lot better. Ooh, free Mr. Cash. Tendo's fun to play. He doesn't suck here on early X. I still think he's pretty bad on early X. Okay, this is the best one. So we'll grab that. I don't want to use these that early. I want more characters. Okay, do we just save? Do we grab this again? Well, we have... Wow. Are we just gonna get this max blessing? Sure. And now we don't have enough for another character. Oh well. But we got double Blitz Core with on-field Barbara. What about this one? Being a Night Soul? Eh. Definitely you and you and you. I don't really like using you here. Although we do get Alhaitham. I guess if we're gonna run this, this would be better. Let's try this.
Midnight Fantastic. Let's dance.
Nowhere to run. Your sins weigh upon your soul.
Bonk.
Guilty. You stand condemned. Your penance is due. All right, bring it on.
Wings of darkness. Go, Barbara.
Nowhere to run. Judgment is upon you. Stand condemned. Demolition time!
Phew. Alright, we won't have quite enough. The polearm from Inazuma glows in the dark. Oh, nice.
Oz, repeat. I'll protect us.
As a yokai polearm should.
Let's dance.
There they are. Guess we weren't doing that much electro charge. Let me restart. You think it'll be a bit faster if you use Sino? Not that much though.
Let the show begin. Wings of darkness.
Yeah, this is messing us up too much. Monish, hello, hello. How you doing?
Midnight Phantasmal.
I'll protect us.
Your sins weigh upon your soul. Guilty. You stand condemned. Your penance is due. You stand condemned.
By royal decree. Let's go.
Nowhere to run. Judgment is upon you. Your penance is due. You stand condemned.
Is this one gonna run to me? 12 seconds.
Brace yourself. Shadow
Through me, justice is
Four.
served. Guilty.
Nope. If our artifact is good, it's level 80 skills not crowned. You don't need to crown skills to beat the Abyss. You just want everyone in the team to have like relatively high levels of investment. They don't need to be 10, but they should be like 8 or 9 for whatever skills that are the most relevant for them.
You stand condemned. Your penance is due. You stand condemned. Your penance is due.
Of course that one ran all the way over there.
midnight. Let the show begin.
Through me, justice is served. Bring it on. Guilty.
Brace yourself.
You stand condemned. Your penance is due. As you wish. Surrender. Your sins weigh upon your soul.
Oh. Aw, close.
Let's dance. Shadow Raven. Yeah. Stay put.
Judgment is upon you. You stand condemned. Guilty. Your penance is due.
Ah.
Guilty. As you wish me.
Don't be scared.
Surrender. Through me, justice is served. Alright. Bring it on. Stay condemned. Guilty. Stay condemned.
Time for it. Let the show begin. Demolition!
Happy Friday to all and shopping deals to some. People check in today while you'll get it plump, because
Oof.
when you go and check in you'll see 5,000
Don't
more
ungroup
for
yourself,
you and
dumb
for me.
enemies. Stay in one area, because Cyno can't hit all of you. With his giant claws, he somehow misses all of you. Bullets! Thank you so much for the daily check-in. Very, very, very blessed.
Through me, justice is served. Guilty. Your penance is due. You stand condemned. Guilty.
I don't think we're gonna be able to do this one. Yeah, you're way too far away. I wonder if I run to the other side, if they'll do better here.
Midnight fantastic.
You play, yeah?
Nowhere to run. Judgment is upon us.
If we fight you and make you run to the walls.
Penance is due. You stand condemned.
Wow.
Guilty.
So little damage.
I'll protect you. Wings of darkness.
And yeah, we don't have the time here.
Your penance is due.
I think we just need to bring Aurora in. We need more AoE damage. Cyno is not cutting it. He is not good.
Not too far now. Tell me what you see.
Let's dance.
Judgment is upon you. You stand condemned. Guilty. You stand condemned. Guilty. Farewell. Time to say hello.
I'll protect you.
All right. Bring it on. Through me, justice is served. You stand condemned. Guilty. Your penance is due.
AoE, so much better. As a free-to-play player who can't get cons or signature weapons, who would you choose, Shao, Wander, or Chaska? Out of all of those, I probably wouldn't choose any of them, to be honest, but I think if I had to choose one of them, it would be Chaska. I would go for a character that has good, like, use as a support and a damage dealer, if any. Ooh, do we want Nuvalet now? It'd be way too early. We don't have many
knowledge
characters. 75. Oh, we're close. All right. Well, it's gonna be Weird Emily time. Gonna look for dinner. Bloop. Boop, 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 boop. All right. Here's our strange team.
This'll brighten up the place.
Yeah. Don't worry.
Midnight fan.
Witness the power of the wild rain outlines your fate.
The brat.
Oh. Well. I should probably save that. Bird attack.
Odds were being neutralized. Rain cutter. Rain outlines your fate.
Official resummon.
The process of elimination.
We're gonna hold this.
Fantastic.
Do this to iframe.
Let me
That
read
was a
it.
little too early, but oh well. Doesn't matter. Still beat it with plenty of time to spare. Lauma would be good for the next fight. We'll take you. We need to grab as many characters as we can, which right now is only 2. Kooky.
Don't tell me they
Defense
did it again.
sequence. Alright. Huh. Can we distract these well enough? Let's see. I think we need to do a refresh here and try to get another character. Alright, yeah. Okay, Lynette.
Time for
Cool.
afternoon tea.
Defense sequence. We're not doing high pressure because that thing will definitely die. Maybe Emily, 1, 2, you two for sure. I want to save Jingcho. We want to save our Hydro if we can. Those are pretty easy. You know what? We'll do this. Yeah, that's fine. Kooky doesn't need to do any damage here. We'll use 1, 2 for sure. I want to save you. I guess we use Lauma.
Surprise! Here's the spotlight! Out of my way! A bond is strong! Reconstitute!
Leave this place.
Fresh and floral!
Her last lamb.
Step on up! Surprise! Let the magic begin!
You're supposed to be following me.
Forest, protect us. With one heart, we pray.
Extract!
Leave this place.
A little ambiance! Step on up! Use the spotlight!
Ow. Double ow.
This way!
All the lasers.
Her last lamb.
Purified! Reconstitute! Over here! Step on up! Be amazed!
Leave this place.
Oh, yes. Boop. See, a minute or so.
Fresh and floral!
Ooh, Exion Dan, thank you. Welma without dues feels criminal. Oh, trust me.
Over here!
It feels very, very wrong.
Let the magic begin! Out of my way! Our bond is strong!
Thank you for the raid. After this floor, I'll give you my shark blessing. Thank you, Axion friends. Ow. What is that? 20 seconds? Alright.
Extract!
Forest, protect us.
Alright, there we go. Axion and friends. Very blessed. Thank you for the raid. Please receive my shark blessing. Guaranteed to make you win your 50/50s. Because 50% of the time it works 100% of the time. And also, Tofu, the sweet cat boy. You can look at this beautiful cat now. Ooh. After each combat event. This is probably better later on. This is better, much better now though. 180 would give us not 3 characters, but 2 in some, so yeah. Worth the risk. Alright. 25 refunded. Beautiful. Alright, who do we want? Tanari, I guess?
Let's go gather some samples.
Electro Companion. Yeah, let's grab an Electro. 25 refunded. Beautiful. Flynn's.
Allow me to
No,
guide
Hydro's
the
gonna be
way.
a little scuffed, but that'll be okay. Normal battle, this should be fine. Do we take Alhaitham here, or do we take him for the next one? Alhaitham Fischl would be good, and then we can use Lynette Tanari. I think we do that. Back to lurking. Enjoy your lurk and dinner. Ooh, Ace Edits. Hello, hello. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. We'll save you. Oh, we'll do this. Do we put Lynette in here? Save Fischl for later? Will we have enough if it's just all Dendro? I don't think so, but we can put you in the next floor.
Wings of darkness. And trap.
Let's nip that in the bud.
Propagate! Spring form!
Diffract! One with the force. I hear everything.
Yes, germinate!
Midnight fantastic.
The process of elimination.
Alright, we'll save this.
By royal decree.
Can't see? Let's nip that in the bud.
Shadow Raven.
Scatter! Spring form!
I'll uproot you!
Scatter!
So much green! Azula! Hello, hello! Who will let our Ayato? I think we need Ayato first. How you doing? Hope you're having a good day today. I guess Nefer would be really
Any
good too.
promising leads?
Invite required 20 fewer. I like that. I'm doing pretty well. Hope you're doing pretty well too. I guess Razor.
I'll watch your back.
Do 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 do. We want to save you for Knuckle Duckle. Probably you too. Oh, we could use Ayato here. You're doing okay? Not most of Sri Lanka is though now. Oh no! Go to Sri Lanka and you'll see. Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! I don't like the sound of that.
Attempt back. Here! Germinate!
Oh. Yummy.
To give Barissa Durin, my team is Malwika, Lauma, Farina, change between them and Kaching.
Propagate!
Get with me.
Ow.
Let the magic begin. Surprise.
Hold on. Barissa Durin, Lauma, Farina, or Dendro. I would go Durin, definitely. You can be here. I think we'll put you on instead. Biggest cyclone since 1989 entered Sri Lanka. Most entire country's flooded. Oh no! That's not good at all. You're doing alright though? I'm glad you're doing okay at least.
Bond is strong.
Kami-sato-maru. Suiyu!
For the everlasting home.
Cascade!
You poor lost lamb.
Lightning terrified. Get with me.
Try the frostman of all.
Trip on up. Let the magic begin. Over here. Dissipate.
Attempt back.
Trip on up.
Leave this place.
Maybe we should try our Lunar Bloom team. We could put Ayato there. Just use you for off fields, and then I guess you could be all right. 120 hours. Oh no. Mobile's back up. Oh geez.
Surprise! Cue the spotlight!
That's
Over
not
here.
good at all.
Poor last land. With one heart, we
The mystery unravels. It all adds up.
Forest, protect us.
Surprise!
Right.
Dye the frost moon of old.
Kamisato Ari. Suiyu.
Be amazed!
Can't hide the truth. The deception ends here. It all adds up.
Oh, there you are. Yeah, I hope you get.
Can't hide the
I
truth.
hope you're able to get in contact with them quickly. Let's. I really hope his mobile battery's empty. Me too, Azula. Me too.
Mind the deluge.
Cue the spotlight! Over here!
Yeah, that's no good.
The mystery unravels. It all adds up.
No more love.
Kamisato Ari. Suiyu.
Let the magic begin!
Dye the frost moon of old.
It all adds up. The deception ends here.
There we go. Question. Is Raiden worth building? I have all new DPS, sub DPSs, Fischl, Auroran, Hyperbloom, Kuki, accidentally pulled Raiden. I mean, if you want to build Raiden for EM Raiden for Hyperbloom, then yeah, like not bad, but generally no. Generally no, I would not recommend building her. Ooh, okay, let's get Nuvi.
Perhaps we could take a walk by a riverbank or somewhere similarly.
Not enough. Oh. Well, Hydro it is. Ayato again. Miko Raiden for Dendro teams. No, Raiden is better in terms of like Hyperbloom. Yeah, Miko just needs so much on-field time to set up her stuff. It just feels really annoying. Who else? Tenari? That gives me what? You two, you, Random and Nefer. Yeah, maybe this will work. Run to the side.
Mind the deluge.
Entrap! I hear everything.
Be still.
She might be nice here. We run into.
One with the force. I'll uproot you.
Kuki's the best. Kuki is very good.
Propagate.
Be still.
I might be able to do this with this setup.
One with the force. Bury you.
20 seconds probably is not enough. Let's see.
The depth back. Cascade.
Not quite. Do do do. If we swapped, who do we want to swap? We could still put you two in. If we did this, this would certainly be a lot better.
Mind the deluge.
At the very least, we'll get this. Even if we don't get a lot of hyper bloom,
May have overestimated myself.
getting these double electro things is really nice.
Out of my way! Distance!
Propagate!
Razor, bonk them back.
Scatter!
Stand with me!
Kamisato. Suiyu. Be still. May have
Fight!
Mind the deluge.
This, which takes a really long time, and...
Stand with me!
Ow. There we go. I guess we take Zhongli. We don't have that many characters to get now, so what should we grab? Who do we have left? 1, 2, we got 2 Electro. I guess we try to grab... Who do we have left here? Just Yanzan? He's not really going to help us against this boss. I guess we grab this buff first. And then... don't have enough for any of those, so... Knuckle Duckle! We can use Jingcho here and then Farina for the next 2. And... putting Razor and you, I guess.
No, my sword!
Insulation chamber deployed. Preparing for dust up.
Be silent. Night falls.
Ring! Flynn's power! How you doing, Knack?
Let me read you a verse. Rain outlines the
Well, this went really
No, my
fast.
sword!
Observe.
the dark.
That went really, really fast. Yansan, I guess. Dendro, rare mystery cache. I wonder if that's worth it now. I think we just go for buffs. Because we don't really need any extra character. Extra Dendro core. One of these, yeah, why not? Dendro and Electro Res Shred, sure, I'll take that. Caesar R1 Flins, I don't know. That was honestly probably the fastest I've ever beaten the Knuckle Duckle. We had a lot of electricity there. Bo is having a... oh, there's the flying ones. Kairagi. What are we fighting at the end? Crab? So we do Farina Nouvelette on Crab? Okay. Oh, it's C6R1. Oh, no wonder. Yeah, no wonder. Wow. Farina, you... Alright. And that leaves you two, I guess Zhongli and whoever else we want. Wait, hold on. Actually. Maybe we want to save Nefa and use, since we probably won't need too much here, just throw you on for some extra electro, I guess.
Let's get down to business.
Close your eyes. Observe. Close your eyes. To dust.
My thundercloud.
Observe. To dust.
Boop. There it is.
Shower me with praise. Let my name fill in song.
Flynn's. This wasn't even something you were trying to go for, right? You just got extremely lucky and just got like so many Flynns super early. Bob not at work. Oh, well, it's good to see you again. I guess we just take either one. We're not really doing a lot of dendro damage here, so let's just take these bloom stuff, I guess. Oh, not enough. Never mind. Alright, it's Crab Rangoon time! Yeah, I was going for like C1 or C2, and then suddenly C6! 1, 2, no one has any off-field stuff. I guess you do, and then we'll take a Nefa? Sure.
Can't see. I hear everything.
Collide! Pew! A Nefa power! Pew! Pew!
Silence.
Need to re-Nefa soon. But damage first.
And Shroud.
The time is
Pew! Wash the crab, wash the crab. You had to fight for C1 Kinich, but Flynn's was crazy luck. I remember, wasn't it like 300 pulls or something? It was something crazy. It was like less than half of what the average would be. Ba-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Highest damage, Flynn's. 667,594 damage. That's a good Flynn's. Bloop. And we got all the stars for you too. It was like 450. Yeah, that's still not bad because it's like 800, I think, for a C6 5-star on average. Still pretty crazy. And that's also R1. Like, so yeah. That's good. Woo! Doo-doo. Congratulations! Do-do-do-do-do. More primos and other stuff. Your visionary mode has been completed. And we didn't have quite enough for lunar mode, but that's okay. Thanks so much, Shark. You're very welcome. Do-do-do-do. Fate Silver, hello! Hello, hello! Alright, let me log out now, and we'll jump in and we'll do some Shark Asia. Did I play Withering Waves? No, I don't. I haven't played Withering Waves since its launch. Alright, exit and clear. And log into Asia. Logged off. You can change your password now. Boop. There we go. I want to go shopping for like random supplies, but it's also Black Friday and I feel like that'd be a terrible idea. Maybe I'll go to like a grocery store or something. That shouldn't be so bad, hopefully. Miss AFK Journey? Not really. I still play AFK Journey very casually. Reinbach. It's an idle game, so like you just literally like pick it up and be like, oh, claim all the stuff, get some stuff, and like that's it. Look at all these rewards. Happy to report my week is level 70, working on making her. Hey, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, your account has so much potential, just needs a little bit more luck and character leveling. And by luck, I mean artifact luck. Oh yeah, we ascended Chiori, that's cool. We got this to level 9, very nice. We got this to level 90, so we got Chiori a little bit of a glow up. 96.9 crit rate. Thanks, Harbinger of Dawn. Account review done, oh boy. I am from Florida. I'm a Florida Heart Shark. Alright, let's see. What do we want to do today? What should we farm? Probably some weapon materials. We got those. We got some chains. What weapons do we need to level up? Not, I mean, maybe. We can definitely make enough of those. That no, this no, this no. Twirling Tails, not really. Iron Sting's good. Fav good. Skyward Blade's good. This is 90. Fav is honestly probably our best bet. 85. I guess we'll do a few of these. Hope you're having a fun day. It's a pretty good day so far, Dark Mistress. My PC hasn't decided to just die on me, so that's really nice. Nor. Nor is entering the world. Woo! I think we'll do a few of these and then Fontaine, Artifact Domain. Maybe see if we can get some upgrades there. Could be good here. Invite Nor. One sec. Okay. Opening your iPad. Aha! I see, I see. Bleep bloop. Loading, loading. Reinvite. Okay. Oh, it still says pending. I'll just exit and we'll try again. Fav Lance Chains. I'll put you in here, I guess. Yeah, since we're fighting Hydro enemies? Yes, Hydro enemies. We could do mono cryo skirk teams. That might be fun. Ooh, okay. Boss Neff. I like it. Doo-doo-doom. Hyper Bloom, go! Bloop. I'll enjoy this while I can, because Nefer's gonna turn them off pretty quickly. Pew! Pew! Bloop. I've never heard that sound effect in co-op. I like it. Very dramatic. Oh, you're still around. Never mind. Thanks, Tomato. If you need health, come give me a hug. Bloop. One purple. Huh? Kooky healing. Bloop. Hyper Bloom, go! Bloop.
No more love.
Pay your dues.
Can't hide the truth. The deception ends here.
Customer. Our bond is strong.
It all adds up.
Dun-dun-dun. After this, let's do some Fontaine Artifact Domain. Ooh, 4. Nice. We'll look for potential upgrades for, I guess, Farina and Chiori. Either that or like I start trying to pre-farm for like Skirk or something on the anticipation of getting her on like a rerun. That's That's not something I think would be very smart, though. Let's hold off on doing that. And now you can use Nuvi to the fullest power, because this domain actually is going to give him a lot of crit damage. I should probably pre-farm coffee books, didn't think of that. Ah! Always need those shackles, yup. All those fav weapons. But that is a good idea. If you need some coffee books.
Off to the freezer.
Ooh. Not just for your coffee tables anymore. Ooh. Fast newbie. Da-na-na-na-na. Alright, okay, that's not bad. That is. Newbie heal. I like how the second wave spawns and pretty much instantly gets vaporized. They just go poof. Alright, that could be decent for Farina. That is not. One more. What weapon should I use on Mawika? Do you have the Mailed Flower Face Silver? That was an event 4-star weapon. Mailed Flower is the best free-to-play option. The best 4-star is Serpent Spine. And then for 5-star weapons, you can use Wolf's Gravestone's not bad. Gives her a lot of attack, lets you run in Elemental Mastery Sand, so that's pretty good too. Otherwise, the one I would recommend for the best free-to-play weapon would be Tidal Shadow. No, sadly, okay. And then alternatively, if there's any other like 5-star stat sticks for her, that would work too. Anything that, alright, that's okay. Anything that gives, you basically just want to avoid energy recharge, but like attack percent, EM is also not too bad on her, crit rate, crit damage, anything like that. Unused bow's level 20. Oh, you have Ito's weapon? Ooh, yeah, put that on her. She doesn't really have a ton of defense, but she gets 88 crit damage from that, which is a lot. That's a whole lot for her, especially considering you get so much crit damage from the Obsidian set already. You're pretty much like able to run a crit rate or crit damage circlet on her in like every situation. So those two, like her Ascension plus Ito plus a crit damage circlet is like plus... let's see, plus 150 crit damage already. So you're like roughly 200 crit damage without any crit damage substats, which is really good. Yeah, give her Ito's weapon. And let me see if I can set this up. Hopefully this doesn't break things. We'll try this. Okay. Random viewer account review. Next ticket 0. Ticket cost 0. Alright, everyone. If you would like me to review your account, type exclamation point ticket. While Nora is playing with Klee, we'll let this go, and if you want me to review your account, type exclamation point ticket. Imagine if I went. We'll draw the winner here after a couple minutes. You're giving me a hot water. Everyone hear the background clan? Here's what we'll do. We'll let's do our commissions, and we'll draw the winner after we complete the commissions. We got 1, 2, 3, and 4 is down here. So emergency, smell stuff for hilly trails, whispers in the wind. Look. Oh, I was unable to look. It doesn't matter if your account's on console. Nope. Didn't you see? Water smoking. Oh. Yes, you were causing the actual vaporize. It's a little cool today, so nice warm water would feel good. I could go for a nice dip in a hot springs today. Going to the top of the statue. Up we climb. Bloop. Now back to glory. Dun 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 dun. Water smoking Nuvi gone bad? Nuvi's rebellious phase. I don't drink any water anymore. I just smoke it. As he rolls up a bottle of Zephyr Hills and lights it up. I'm like, Nuvi, no! Then he's like, ah, fresh steam. My favorite. Mondstadt's steam is. Leeway's steam is. Bun dun 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 dun. Yeah, the only thing I need for the account review, Kenny, is just your UID and for your characters that you want to be in your profile, and for that to be viewable so I can actually see them, so the info doesn't just appear as private. Did the same Florida song go through your head? Florida song? Probably not. Bloop. 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 Allosaurus. Hello, hello. Alright, beat that one. Now, what's this one? Increasing danger. Time to fight some hilly trail towers. Bloop. Poof. explosion! 20-inch blades on the Impala. Didn't come to mind. Do, 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 do.
The sun feels almost as hot as those studio lights I'm in front of all the time.
Please see when hits harder now. Oh yeah.
There can only be one sun.
Getting that extra random, what is it called? Sparks and splash? Yeah, extra sparks and splash damage. You're probably getting Genshin today. Any pointers for new players? Couple things. There's like two, I think, major ones. One, don't try to collect every character. You're definitely not going to. It takes a long time to get characters. And you want to save for the ones that are like the most impactful for your account and help you the most. And two, just take your time. So just take your time, explore, enjoy, don't try to rush anything. Understand that the game is basically a unique version of a resource management game, and your resources get very, very scarce as you level things up. So you have to kind of be mindful of, in the middle of the game, you'll get to a point where you'll have to basically try to build everything at once, and you'll realize that what you could do in like a day is going to take several days to several weeks to do, because you have just so much more to do. So just take your time and don't try to like rush anything. There's no victory points for completing certain things early. You can just take them at your own pace. Bird fam, aka Picklebird, hello. Good to see you again. All right. Thank you, Nor. Let's go, and if you would like me to review your account, type !ticket. We'll give you about 30 seconds more. So if you want to enter the giveaway for me to review your account, type !ticket now. And we'll draw our winner here very shortly. Rely on co-op to help you carry through grind harder stuff in the beginning. Also true. Friends in co-op can help you grind through things as long as they're not like story quests, because those you have to do solo.
No one can tell me what to do.
I guess we do. Alright, we'll draw the winner in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, who's our winner? Our winner is Spinjitzu. Wow. You're like, imagine if I win. Congratulations! Fighting bosses no means for those much needed resources. Exactly. Lily, thank you for the follow. Under Mashu, hello, hello.
If you really like standing around like this, then why don't you just model for me? I'll design some wonderful clothes for you.
You had to go from AR30 to 45 in EU because it's not allowing me to convert those not quite gray circle seal thingies. Oh, really? I need to get my characters back on their builds. All right, when they are when they're ready, just let me know and we'll do a review. So congrats! You are the winner. And just let me know when everything's good, and we'll do your review.
It's up to me to decide who I want to be.
They also don't need to be your strongest characters. They can be characters you're considering working on as well. So just put whoever you want me to review. They don't necessarily need to be the best ones. Thank you for your help, Nor.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
Bloop. which elements are best for strong starters or an element that's better than the rest?
Thank you for
Kind of, but also not really, Bob. The elements that are really strong are strong because they pair with a lot of different characters. So for example, Hydro is a really, really, really good element. The water element is super, super useful because it pairs with so many like really useful characters. But there aren't that many great like Hydro characters. So if we were to look at, I don't know if we can arrange these by, yeah, we can arrange these by element. By element type. So if we look at every Hydro character, also Geo's like the weakest. So I can definitively say that Geo, the rock element, is the weakest, but like Hydro is one of the strongest. So if we look at like really strong character, very good character, but very, very niche, very particular, not a great character, good character, not very good, like kind of okay, just okay, not very good, much better with some buffs, very good character, and like also not a very good character. So if we look at all the Hydro characters here, also like pretty useful, situationally useful, decent, very bad. So if we look at a lot of these, there's a lot of variability between the elements, even though this is one of like probably the strongest element in the game. You realized a crime. The cause of being EM pieces aren't even level 10. Oh no! Enhance those now! So, there's not really elements that are like the best, it's like the characters themselves and how they work, Bob. So if you're starting today, don't wish on any of these banners. Save your Primo Gems, the premium currency used to wish, and wish when Durin comes out, who's the Dragon Boy, wish for him. Because he's going to be a very, very good character for you early on and for a long time, like late game and everything. Best Scenario Artifact set, Wanderer's Troop, the bow charge attack bonus set. No experience. Oof. Oof. Best Scenario Artifact stats. He wants crit rate, crit damage, attack, and EM. Those are the main things that you're looking for with him. Oh, artifact stats. I thought you said set. Stats, yeah. Crit rate, crit damage, attack, EM are the ones you want to look for. Sure thing, Bob. And if you're curious, if you're like, I don't know if I should wish for this character, I don't know if I should do this or that, you feel free to come by and like ask, because we'll be happy to answer. And then you can ask in our Discord as well. There's a lot of very good people, very knowledgeable people there too. Alright, let's switch while Spinjitzu is getting their characters where they want me to review them. And actually, you know what? I just saw something. I've only been to the oh, Act 3, never mind. I thought I was only at floor 3 of the Abyss. I'm at 11-3. We will switch now. Is Skirk average without Escoffier? She's definitely above average without Escoffier. It really depends on the other supports you have. She's good without Escoffier or Farina, but when she has both of them on the team, she becomes the second best damage dealer in the game. So, yeah. EU time? EU time. If I'm not already on stream. Yeah, if you're not on stream and you do have questions, you can ask in Discord and someone there will probably be able to help you. If not, you can always just hold off and ask on stream, since I do stream daily, provided my everything is working. Slice. I think we actually have some pretty good Skirk artifacts now, yeah? Yeah, that's good. That's not really great, but good enough. That's quite good. Only one like missed roll and it was an EM, which is like, whatever. That's quite nice, and that's quite nice too. 15 crit rates, a whole lot. So we've got 1800 attack, 49, 203, blah. Level 70, 9-6. Mona's weapon 80 out of 90, very nice. I think I wanted to build Chevreuse next, which seems like a very smart thing to do. Though I think I need to build Dahlia, because I want a shield for Skirk. What does he need? What does our weird preacher boy need? He needs Ballad too. Okay. Ballad and... Alright, this is just for energy. Maybe we do the chains instead. Let's see. Shackles of Decarabian.
Where do we
Mono
come from?
Yoda Urine. And then Durin.
Where
Ooh,
are we
nice.
going?
Alright, let's look at Ballad. 103, 115. Alright, we got a good amount of Ballad books.
Water comes in many flavors.
Yeah, let's do
to the
these. We don't have that many chains.
Mondstadt's water.
Well, we got the double. We might as well farm these. And then even more. Not Cry Domain sucks a lot. Flynn's doesn't burst a lot. Either has issues or rotation or skill issue. Me a skill issue. It may just be missing out on the Thundercloud. Against... I know. Against the Hydro Domain? Want to switch? You can bring her if you want, but we're fighting a bunch of Hydro enemies. Noblesse, I know. Alright. This'll work. Hopefully.
Protect us.
Wee!
Stand with me.
Thundercloud, go! Bring, bring.
Close your eyes.
Ooh, thank you for the follow.
Sir, beware the creatures of the night.
What a lovely bow. Beware the creatures of the night. Is Flynn summoning his spirit friends to attack? Beware the creatures of the night. Lightning spirit. He might be. Wait a minute. Ratniki, Raikiri. They sound a little too similar. Ow. Did you see that? That Fatui agent was well outside your burst, and then for some reason he decided to run in at the last second, got tagged by one of the lightning spears, and just poof. I like it when enemy AI is very dumb. Thanks, enemy AI. It was like, no, no, no. I'm not gonna let this burst go to waste. Flynn's is magnetic. Boop. Poof. Poof. Bring. It's magnetic. Ooh, 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 ooh. Magnetic. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Do 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 do. Yeah, let's do more of these. Why not? Rosapura? What's that? I have not. Flynn's power. Ooh, gold. Very nice, very nice. Well, those drops, yeah. It's like, would you like every one of these? Yes, please. Give me all of the grades.
Close your eyes.
Grade 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 and special grade.
Close your eyes.
Alright, nothing there. New Hoyo game mirror on you of Withering Waves, Atmosphere, Persona, because Finger Gun. Skill head activation. Huh. Yeah, haven't heard of it. Blink. Oh, we're fighting an Eye of the Storm. I'm also curious. Let's see, for Dahlia, how much energy recharge do you have right now? 213. With this, it'll go up another 10. This will be 220. Your artifacts leveled up? I suppose I should check after this thing is done trying to fight me. Bloop, bloop.
The pinnacle of excellence.
Bloop. Well, you have that. Okay. With HP, alright, that's nice. These are not leveled up, but maybe. That doesn't have any ER. That one does. Well, let's level this up. HP percent, we like that for you. Double bonus, HP percent, we also like that for you. Let's not use these. We want to save these.
Know of any new orchestral pieces? I like to swap out the background music in the kitchen once
we
in a
got
while.
these random things
It's a
to
great
throw
way to find
in
new
for you.
inspiration.
Enhance. Crit rate? Okay. It'd be good if we ever get Fav on you. Can you see and tell me what I should do to increase my Arlecchino damage? It's probably the way you're playing her, or... I mean, it could be a lot of things. It could be artifacts. It could be the team you're playing her in. It could be your team rotations. So it depends on a lot of
To
that.
that end, a chef must be able to wield a knife with the same level of precision as a surgeon. Practice makes perfect.
Bloop. 2 and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Know of any new orchestral pieces? I like to swap
There
out the
we go.
background music in the kitchen
Enhance.
once in a while. It's a great way to
And
find
attack.
new inspiration.
Not even energy recharge. That's okay. But overall, pretty nice for you. 217, 17,000. There's HP. That's already leveled up. Crit damage, energy recharge, and HP percent. And EM. I guess we can hold off leveling those up for right now until we get more random artifacts. Oh, I just had the weirdest sensation. Have you ever had like a sensation where you get a random taste in your mouth from something that you haven't eaten in a long time? I just had that sensation for Red Lobster's Cheddar Bay biscuits. I was like, huh? Where'd that come from? Is my brain okay? Am I doing alright, everybody? Can I make this a game? It's a building racing fighting game? Wait, building, racing, and fighting? All together? I don't like racing. I like fighting games. Building games I also kind of like, as long as they're not Minecraft. I don't like Minecraft's aesthetics at all. Nostalgia? Nostalgia, but with tongue in the middle, as the infix. See, Columbino will be a good replacement for Aino and for team, as I didn't get Lauma. The team thought I needed Mizuki. Eesh. I don't know. I'm expecting she's going to buff lunar damage, and I think for that reason she's probably going to be a good replacement for Aino. The question is, like, if you run her and then like maybe Yao Yao or Kirara for your healers slash shields like Spot, and then someone else for more bloom. Gimme. We have to see what she does. I feel like she will be a good replacement, but we don't actually know anything about her. It's just random rumors at this point. All the Red Lobsters near me and Tampa have closed down. Yeah, I heard they weren't doing very well for a while. So I don't think they're gonna be around for too much longer. They might hold off and be like maybe more regional. Maybe there's still like some strongholds that are like, we love our Red Lobster. You have to pry these popcorn shrimp and Cheddar Bay biscuits from our cold dead hands before we let you take our Red Lobster. But the only one near me, like, it hasn't been doing well for a long time. Break Arts 3. Let me check out later. I'll have a look, Bob, and see. I'll do my best to try and check it out. I've got some other things I want to complete on my plate today, actually over this weekend, like over the next couple days. So hopefully I can get it all squared away. Never good for anyone but Sailor Moon. Yeah, I'm kind of expecting... What I would like is that if she's just like pretty decent for anyone that's not a lunar character, and then good for them, like much better for them. It's like, alright, she's like gives you some off-field hydro, and she does this other thing that's kind of useful, and like that's kind of it. But if you have non-cry characters, bam, 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 bam. Thanks though. Yeah, so I like fighting games, and then like building plus fighting is interesting. I don't know how racing's gonna fit in with that, but we'll see. Did you do it? It is done. If I use Ito's weapon for Malwika, what could I use for Navia? Do you have a sacrificial greatsword or the ultimate overlord's mega magic sword? This is really good for Navia. And then the sacrificial greatsword is also good for her. She's one of the very few characters that actually can use this to a decent effect, because getting an extra charge of your skill is pretty nice. And then even though it has energy recharge, which he doesn't really care about that much, it does have high base attack. I do have those two. If you have the ultimate overlord's mega magic sword, give that to Navia. That's really good for her. If not, then I would so if you don't have this, give her this. You could also do Finale of the Deep, but I would use the sacrificial greatsword. For Beto, she has it. Beto does not Beto does not need this quite as much as someone like Navia would. She does want the energy recharge, and the attack percent is quite nice. But mainly for Beto, you want energy recharge, so you could just randomly, like, you could use Fav on her if you need to, or any other weapon like that. Even though the attack is quite low, the energy is very, very helpful. This is all you need for level up stuff. Alright, we got those. We can ascend you if we want. What is this? What is your passive talent here? Their attack speed. Oh, this is the attack speed one, so yeah, I would like that. So let's level up Adalia. Where's our preacher boy? Let's put in 40. We're gonna be running low on books very soon. We're gonna have to be holding off on building a lot of characters or doing a lot of ley lines. That is alright. 30 over, we can take that.
Now go and
thank you for the Flint's team. I'm amazed at how good that build works. Oh, you're very welcome. I'm glad it's working well for you.
Lord, calling you forth on your journey.
Very, very blessed. Happy to help.
Are a must for the well-mannered. If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette, I'd be happy
these.
to
I gotta have a bunch of those. Yeah. We're gonna filter by you. Bloop. There we go. Make 46 for me, Dory. Am I your personal artifact guide? Apparently, Ollie. Bloop. Alright. Level 9. And you need Natlan Dragon, which you've already done. This we could ascend. Bloop. More energy recharge for us.
I'm bored.
Farissa lover, hello. You ready? Alright.
Someone else who is.
Let's not have you here. I don't want to hear you randomly munching on popcorn. I'm just gonna skirk here. Alright, Spin Jutsu review! And then after that, I'm gonna try and get some errands done before things get too crazy, hopefully. But we'll finish off with this nice review. Alright, Enka time.
Shadow. It's always there, and it will never perish.
I don't have many options for weapons. I have Raiden's weapon, other 4 stars, Battle Pass one, which is best. For Flynn's, I honestly don't hate Raiden's weapon on him because it has high-ish base tech. It's 608, so it's higher than your other options. Gives you a lot of energy recharge, which he does want, and then it gives you attack based on his ER, which you're not trying to build. So 55 ER is plenty. If you have Raiden's weapon and you're not using it, I would give that to him. Because at the very least, it's basically just like some of the stats he wants, but like you don't really want to try and build energy recharge on your artifacts. You want crit stats a lot more. So I would probably go with that. So I like that one for him. Like good base attack, lots of energy recharge, which solves one of the issues that he can have. And then you get extra attack percent from the weapon as well. And then just build him regularly, like build him with Night of Sky's Unveiling, attack Sands, attack Goblet, crit rate or crit damage circlet, and you know, just look for crit stats. Do you have issues with ER? Yeah, if you do, I would use Raiden's weapon because that 55 energy recharge is going to help a lot. All right, let's see. Flynn's C6R1 61313. All right, 57 229. Very nice. 2600. Wow. Ooh, very good circlet. Really good goblet. And yeah, artifacts there are really good.
And where are we going?
With some beautiful Flynn stuff. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Kinich. Let's see. Effectively 91. Crit rate 230. 2100. Dendro damage goblet. Alright, nice. 12. 8.2. Wow, 12.8 crit rate. Your circlet so far have been really good. Your off piece is Crimson Witch Feather. Oh, that's crazy. That's a good Kinich. Emily. Ah, interesting. Running this just to make Kinich more powerful, I see. Very high crit rate. Crit damage is good. Yeah, nice. I guess so far the only thing I've seen is if you want to level Emily's burst to 9, you could. But like, her skill's more important. So like, if you have extra books, not sure what to farm, you could level that up. So that's one potential thing you could do. Let's see, Lauma, Aetherlight, 204, triple EM, so effectively 1177 EM, and Serenade. Okay, let's see. So let's see, if you're running her in a burning team, the Serenade buff. If you run her in a Hyperbloom team, you need someone else that's running Deepwood. So a couple things with Lauma. One, you don't need to do this because Lauma doesn't really care about the attack, and the energy recharge is not that much. You're not getting that much. You're only going from like 204 to like 209. So not really that much of a difference, but you can take it to 90 if you want to. If you end up giving it this Aetherlight Spindle Loot to a character who wants the energy recharge and the base attack to be higher, so if you swap things off eventually, you could do that. I don't think I would recommend that though. I think you can just keep it at 80. However, for Lauma, her skill does shred elemental resistances. It shreds, so if you want, you can level that up. So like every level it shreds, I think it's 3% more resistance. So the difference between 8 and 10% is another 6% resistance shred. So you can level that up and crown it if you like. 6% resistance shred isn't like a ton, but it's definitely something. So that can help in whatever team you're running her on. And then if you're running Hyperbloom, I'd probably level up the burst to at least level 9. You could crown it if you want. It's a very nice 500% of EM and 400% of EM on Lunar Bloom at 10. So it's very satisfying to see the nice even numbers like 400.0, 500.0 instead of like 487.3 or whatever random percent talent number it is. So you could do that. You don't need to crown them, but if you were going to crown one over the other, I would say crown the skill. Everything else looks good. You don't really need a lot of crit rate or crit damage on Lauma, just energy recharge and EM. If you have random Deepwood pieces that are EM with a lot of ER, I would save those too, and you could swap those around. I like Lauma on Deepwood and Hyperbloom, and if you can run her on Serenade too. You can swap between them depending on what you need. But good Lauma. And if you're using her like on field for stuff, you may want to get her to 90. Like if you're using her in a Nilu team, I don't see Nilu here, but something like that, you could swap. Risley with cash flow. Let's see. I have no EM Deepwood. My luck is terrible there. Gotcha. Okay. In that case, whatever other, if you're running her as with a Hyperbloom character, make sure someone else has Deepwood. That could be Nahida. Oh, if you're running her with, interesting. Yeah, you probably would eventually want to get her Deepwood if you're running her with Alhaitham. If you're doing like Alhaitham Quick Bloom, like her, Alhaitham, Jingcho, and Kuki, probably would want Deepwood on her. But you could put Deepwood on Jingcho, or even Kuki. Like you have flexibility there. Let's look at Risley. 58. So that is 94 crit rate. Quite high. Pretty good attack, cash flow, and crit damage, not bad either.
And where are we going?
Nice. Yeah, nice looking Risley. Not bad, not bad. Shenna, too. Ooh. C1 Shenna with Engulfing Lightning, very cool. Let's see. How much will this get you? Up to 80% is the maximum. Okay. Do 28% chance of ER. So not bad. 3,300 attack, triple attack Shenna with 170 energy recharge. 298. Looks good to me. One thing I would say is if you do find some random circle like this, I think the most important thing for Shenna is energy recharge. Depending on the teams, you may not have enough with some teams. So if you find a random circlet that just some like attack circlet and for some reason it rolls a bunch of ER, I'd do that and give that to her. And kind of same thing for Noblesse pieces here. She doesn't care really about the crit rate. She just wants very high attack and energy recharge. Spin Jutsu lose on Kinish's weapon banner? I don't know. My lemma on decent Deepwood, is it worth replacing with average pieces of her new set? Not really. The new set is, the Serenade set is basically for Nod Cry teams if you're also running another character in the team that has Deepwood already. And so that can be kind of a tall order to get both. In my Nefer team, I run Nahida and no healer and run Nahida with prototype Amber. So you, like, depending on your setup, I just have Nahida on Deepwood and Lauma on Serenade. But if I'm running something else, I'll just use Deepwood on Lauma. And I like that more as a general set than I like Serenade on Lauma. So no real need to switch unless you've got a more specific team comp. Where do you see the character's element? Good question. It should be in their profile. The easiest way to tell is if you look, you just look at the background and like, oh, it's like light blue and snowing, they're cryo. Oh, it's like darker blue, they're hydro. Oh, it's like a light green, they're animo. So like that's kind of how I tell. Oh, purple, electro. Foresty green, dendro. Where's another element? Pyro. Orangey red, pyro. Where's Geo? Are you Geo? No, you're animo. Golden, like Geo. Do you top left? Oh, yeah, it shows their vision at the top left. So cryo, hydro, animo, electro. So it shows you right there. I just look at the background because that's pretty apparent from the colors. Anyways, yeah, good Shenna. May need a little bit more energy recharge, so think about if you get a ER attack circlet, maybe swapping that. But that's it. Ooh, C6 Auroran. Fav R5, 45, 105, 213. Attack Electro. And then Millilith, Circlet. Not too bad. You can organize by characters by element in the preview. That is true, if you don't want to do it by level. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good Auroran. I like this. Overall good stats. Yeah, my Auroran just has some crazy Cinder City artifacts. But yeah, overall pretty nice. Good attack, crit rate and crit damage aren't bad. Good ER. Electro damage. Yeah, pretty nice. I don't think I'd change too much. I don't think I'd re-farm artifacts to try and get better ones here. They're pretty good. Spinjitzu is living my dream. I'll hate them. Araku, okay. That's not bad. EM. Alright, your EM's alright. Good crit stats. So the only thing for Alhaitham is he does kind of need a lot of energy recharge, unless you want to do a weird sort of delayed rotation where you do burst and then charge attack to get his mirrors up after the 3 mirrors disappear, and then you just swap off and do a more quick swappy team, and then use his skill and then do a charge attack again. And so not using his burst every rotation can like make it so you don't run as long of rotations and you're running pretty short ones. For something like that, you're doing very, very short rotations, so you can run that. Otherwise, you might need a little more energy recharge on him. Can be quite hard to get for sure. So whoever you're pairing with him, you want another Denjo character that gives him a lot of particles or has like Fav weapons and stuff. Or you're running like double Electro with like Fischl, because she generates a lot of Electro particles, which are very helpful for the team overall. If I still see Araku on Alhaitham. Overall stats are good, just the energy recharge I think could be a potential issue for you. You might have to do a like a rotation, a burst every other rotation. And then if you want, you can level the burst to 9. That's about it. Let's see, Bennett. All right, C4, Aquila, 219, healing bonus. HP there, 17 ER there. I think unless you're funneling particles to Bennett, you're probably going to lose a little bit of energy recharge on him. You probably need a bit more. Let's see, 865, a lot of base attack. If you swapped, got 30, maybe 240, it'd be a little bit better. So yeah, a little bit more energy recharge on him. Unless you're doing like Arlecchino's skill into funnel Bennett particles, which does help out a lot. Those 5 particles are a big deal. So yeah, maybe a little more energy recharge on Bennett. I'd keep this. Maybe look for maybe another goblet. Potentially, you could run an HP circlet here too if it gives you a lot of ER, more than that, but 12% is a pretty good amount. Couple rolls, couple high rolls in there. That's about it. Kazabine! Let's see, triple EM, Zyphos, nice. George, hello. Hello. R1 gives you what, 30%? 0.36%, okay. So this is going to give you roughly 30% ER, about 180. Alright, that's pretty good. You may not be able to use Kazuha's Burst every rotation, but you'll be like much higher than normal. And then good EM. Yeah, looks pretty nice. I would say level up the skill, because the plunge that he does, like the skill, the jump up, and the slam down uses like this damage, and it also uses normal attack damage. So I'd level up the normal attacks too. I'd get everything to 9 for Kazuha. If you find yourself using him a lot, if you don't find yourself using him that much anymore, you can hold off on leveling the talents, but I would go 999 with him. But low priority. Farina, let's see. Energy recharge is good. Crit rate is not bad with the Fluve Sond passive. Crit damage pretty good. HP is pretty good. 10-9 looks good there. Golden Troop. Yeah, not really much to do about Farina. Good stuff there. C6 Xingqiu, R5 Sacrificial, 210. That's good enough with C6. 1600 attack. Yeah, there's a few teams where you might want to get both the Sac sword procs on Xingqiu, but generally I think you'll be alright. Might be somewhere you might not have quite enough energy recharge, but you're good enough. 10, 13,
The
11,
abyss is like the
13.
world's
Alright, yeah,
shadow.
good stuff.
It's always
Yeah,
there.
not really a
It
whole
will
lot
never
I
perish.
would swap around. I think maybe some more ER for a few characters like Shenna if you use her a lot. ER for Alhaitham if you use him, that's going to be kind of annoying. ER for Bennett. And then talent levels for Kazuha, and that's about it. Everything else looks good. Spinjitzu. Very nice. Which is more important for Flynn's attack percent or crit? Crit is more important up to a point. You don't want to go like really, you don't want to go above 70 crit, but really you don't want to go too much above 60 because then you're losing too many other stats in other categories. Flynn's really appreciates attack, but he does want crit a bit more. He wants the energy recharge he needs for his mini bursts first, then crit, then attack, then EM. Thank you so much. You're very welcome. You're very, very welcome. Alright, everyone. This will be it for me for today. I'm glad we were able to stream. And hopefully this, whatever this memory issue is, doesn't keep happening from yesterday. So that was really annoying. But we'll be back tomorrow. I hope you have a very blessed rest of your day. Stay safe, stay jawsome, and I'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Take care.